What's up, people? What's up? Eastern Standard Time, and it is Square One time. And of course, my partner in crime, Anzo. How you doing today, Mr. Anzo?
I'm doing good. What's up, people? Thank you for showing up to the show. Sports time.
All right. Also today will be Mr. Roberto, aka Mendizel. How you doing, sir?
Booyah, I'm good, man. Nice to be back. Been a minute. How you do?
Yep. And next is that Dallas Cowboy fan from Texas. Oh God, I don't even know why I even invite him on the show.
Man, I was here. I was like, man, I better not be last. You better bring me on next.
And last but not least is a new kid on the block for the show is Mr. Josh, movie aficionado. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up? Good, man. I'm ready
All
to
right.
get instantly phantom cloned and show my rings off. Nah.
I personally won't see into the Phantom Zone because of New England Patriots because they should be America's team, contrary to whoever has been wearing that moniker for years. So I will give you that.
John Boss hog.
But also we got a topic today about Mr. Brady, aka the GOAT. And I'm interested in talking about that because I watched the game Thursday night and I saw something I never saw before. But we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
As always, we're going to start off with the NBA. And let me pull up the first question.
I don't know how you came up with 6 questions on a game when there's like 1-2 games left at max.
I'm a sports guy. I can come up with hey.
Let me tell you this, Dallas, Mr. Dallas Cowboy fan. You're not going to come on here and talk about the NBA, okay? It's bad enough you're going to talk about the
After what Cleveland did to you. The only reason I'm wearing this hat is because I'm hoping this shit scares you. Because when you see this C, you should be like, "Oh shit!"
I don't know what it means. By the way,
Cleveland.
Sure. That was last week, man. Stop living in the past.
I know. You should still be thinking about it.
Look, by the way,
hey, hold on. It's still material on the late night shows, and you said there was when?
What it was in the past, man. Come on, let's move on.
But man, listen. You know what? You guys just keep coming up with material, but I don't want to hold up the show based on Dallas.
It's already been.
It's okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. All right, fellas. Here we go. NBA. First question. Topic number 1. With the Heat winning last night, do you think that they can tie up the series? With the Heat winning last night, do you think they can tie up the series and make it 3-3 and cause and force a game 7?
Well, can I just make a quick statement, Danny? I just want to say for all those guys who took out the broom on the Heat, I don't think they really should say anything.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not saying any names. I ain't saying any names.
When I was asked,
yes, sir.
I say I think it's going to be a 6 game. I said the Lakers
so did I.
in 6.
Lakers in
That's
6.
what
I said.
So
yep, I said
Lakers in 6. I know somebody was.
Say,
all of my Facebook in capital letters. I didn't touch it. I said I'm not touching that. I'll just leave it for the show.
To answer the question, I think that Miami could win. If I do, that's making me lean towards more the game is getting fixed. And I don't want to ever think that any football game or any basketball game or any sports event is being fixed. But that what makes me think, I guess, a knee-jerk reaction because there is no way, barring injury, that Miami Heat should be in this because Anthony, AD, and LeBron and Rondo, those 3 right there is better than anybody get on their team. So I don't understand it, but I think they'll win Sunday.
I mean, but the fix
could be a ratings thing. Go ahead.
Well, the fix thing though, like no one made LeBron, once again, give up the winning shot as he's driving to the hole and pass it to Green, and Green missed the 3. Like, how deep would the fix be in for LeBron to once again show us why he's no Kobe?
The only thing I could say on LeBron on that play, he had 4 white jerseys on him, so I think he made the best play by throwing it to Green. Green let him down. Green's supposed to hit that shot. I'm sorry.
Facts.
I think I could have hit that shot.
Facts.
with all the time that he had.
And
so
that
I
was
think LeBron made the wise play right there. I'm sorry, I'm not a LeBron fan, Matt, and you know it.
Oh yeah.
Watching that, there was 4 white jerseys jumping with him.
What up, LDG? See, I didn't see the play, right? So Matt asked me that question. But my thing is, you give it to Danny Green. Danny Green has to hit that shot.
100.
You know what I mean? He has to hit that shot.
Do you think he would have made the same choice?
In the
It depends who he was throwing it to. It depends who he's throwing it to.
I think so.
If it was the cast that he had on his team when he was playing, I don't think Kobe would have threw it back. But I think knowing that Green has hit that shot so many times with people in his face, he had all day. There was nobody near him. Nobody.
That team with Ron Artest and Paul Gasol and Odom, he would have made that pass. The couple of the years with Shaq and Kobe, Shaq and him, he would have made that pass. I think he would have, because he trusted those players. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think I don't think he would have even had it in his head to pass it. I think he would have wanted it to be him to either win or lose. Like that's that venom. Like I think would have.
Kobe would have pulled up, knowing that there's 4 guys standing under the rim. He'd have pulled up, hit a 15-footer, bang.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
Kobe's
he said, she said.
For making low percentage shots. That's what he means bread and butter off of. When if athleticism started to wane, he's just notorious for making a very high percentage of a very poor shot. So Kobe probably would have took it and not be scared to go to the line. But I think kind of sort of LeBron James has that fear of the free throw line. Yeah, he would have got the foul, but if it was beyond his shoulders, if he had to make 2 or 3 free throws, whatever the number is, to win the game, I don't know if he could stand that pressure because he's not a very good free throw.
He missed one that
finals. He's a very consistent free throw shooter.
After he made that block, he missed 1 or 2, right?
I don't know if you guys saw LeBron's face when they called that timeout, but he looked scared, man. Like it's going to come on him.
Yeah. I mean,
he looked scared. I don't know. You got to watch that again during that timeout. He looked scared.
I've heard people say, I haven't said this, but some people say his heart pumps Kool-Aid. I don't know. Oof. I don't know. I know he's missing that venom. I know he doesn't have that Mamba.
I am not a LeBron James fan. I got respect what the guy did. I don't think.
Yes, 100.
He would never be as ice cold as Kobe and Jordan. We all agree on that. He's never going to be ice cold. But what he does, I wouldn't turn down either if I was building a team.
True. Yeah.
Because he makes his team better. And everybody talk about such a high IQ. According to what Roberto said, I didn't watch the game last night. I was on a stream with Anzo and Rob. I was just watching through my phone. But if there's 4 jerseys around him and he got a specialist sniper in Danny Green, who's supposed to be a specialist, then he made the right pass. That's on Danny Green.
I agree.
So,
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to.
Even though I want to say LeBron, I can't say it because he made the right play.
I'm not trying to take anything away from LeBron. All I'm saying is I don't think you can really put him into that Kobe Michael tier. I didn't even before this. I still think the same thing. I still thought this. I think when it comes to like tiers of players, right? I think MJ and Mamba. I think they are on a different tier than anyone else.
Top 5. Which top 5?
Let's see. Luka, Dirk. No, I don't know. Steve Nash. I'm just naming Mavericks. No,
not like Dr. J or
I was
Wilt Chamberlain or anything. Oh, okay. All right.
Honestly, to really, to give you a good answer on that, I would have to just look because I wouldn't want to miss anybody. Like that one ESPN reporter
only because you said tiers. Only because you said
right.
You wouldn't put him in that tier, and I was trying to think like the top 5. Like, are we talking Wilt Chamberlain? Or are you talking about
Yeah. Wilt would be there for sure. Yeah.
I don't know if you put I don't even know. I was gonna say Shaq and Shaq, Hakeem.
I don't think Shaq would make top 5.
Allen Iverson or whatever. What about Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson would be on the bubble of 5. Personally, he's one of my favorites. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I feel like that would be different than if we're talking top 5
of all time.
Neither one would be objective, but
Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson.
Bird, is going to be in my top 5, whatever. But
yeah, Magic.
You know what? You have to give it to Bird because he was a man at some point. He was a man that Magic considered one of the greatest. So if Magic can consider him one of the greatest,
and I know you guys are gonna give me Phantom Zone for this.
No,
Tim Duncan is in my top 5.
I put Tim in my top 10. I put Tim there before Shaq. Before Shaq, that's 100.
You're lucky Danny wasn't paying attention.
What?
Oh, Danny's paying attention. Danny's paying attention.
I can't say Tim Duncan is not a top 5 player. I will always say that Tim Duncan is not better than Jordan. Now, if he comes with some kind of foolishness like that, then he'll go in the Phantom Zone. Top 5, I can't argue that.
Thank you.
I think Tim Duncan is the best power forward that ever played the NBA. And that's saying a lot. My favorite power forward is Charles Barkley, but he's fundamentally better than Charles Barkley. He don't have the dog that Charles Barkley had in him, but fundamentally he's a better player.
You know what though? We never see the dog because Tim Duncan is not that type of player. But if you watch Kevin Garnett talk about Tim Duncan, he will tell you that Tim Duncan had that dog in him.
Listen, can I say something about Tim Duncan, please? All kidding aside, that guy, I love the way that he approached the game. You never, and it was actually to his detriment because he wasn't a talker, media wise. You know what I mean? He didn't have a lot of big sponsorships or anything like that. A lot of local stuff. I'm here in San Antonio. Trust me, I see plenty of fucking Tim Duncan. But but he was never like to that superstar as far as like the general public. He wasn't in their knowledge for the most part. And I think that was a detriment to where we rank him. In all honesty, I think he is better than what we probably think, other than Onzo, simply because no one ever talks about him because he wasn't nothing to talk about. Right,
silent assassin.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes it hurts your market too.
Yeah.
Sometimes where you play at, if you play in a bad market, because like Reggie Miller, he's one of the best 3-point shooters, but Indiana, he never really got the prop that he's supposed to.
But he was a personality. That's why we speak of him so much.
I never heard no damn Reggie Miller shoes and all that bullshit. I ain't never heard of it.
Have you guys ever seen the clip where Kevin Garnett's talking about Tim Duncan?
No.
I know a lot of people gave Tim Duncan props. I'm not.
No. It's not about props. It's about the way he was. I'm gonna find it for you guys. Talk it. It was on All That Smoke, right? Hold on, I'll get it for you.
Josh, what's going on with your
everything? I don't know what's going on, man. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Everything's like failing here.
Question number 2.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will LeBron James or Anthony Davis win Finals MVP? One of the others is going to win it, or either they're going to have joint. But
I don't know. I think Jimmy Butler may win it.
Okay, tonight you have it. But if AD's not hurt and he plays good, I think he may sneak and get it because he's been dominating on for his rebounds and scoring. And I think LeBron is perfectly happy with deferring to him.
I think it's got to go to Anthony because if you remove Anthony from the equation and give LeBron the same kind of team that Butler's playing with, I don't even think we'd be talking about LeBron. I don't even think that team would be there.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's just my opinion. That's why I think Anthony should get it.
I'm saying if he's in the East, he's definitely there with that Jimmy Butler team.
Anybody
in the West, no.
East. Come on.
No, that's what I'm saying. If it's in the East, yes, he's there. If that team in the West, no. But that team with Jimmy Butler in the West wouldn't be there either.
What frustrates me with LeBron is some nights he'll come out, man, and he attacking the basket. But then the other night he'd come in, he'd be like nonchalant, man. Look, you only got 4 games to win. So I would be, man, balls to the wall every night, expending as much energy as I need to get that damn win.
He should be playing like Rondo.
Yeah. He should be playing like Butler.
No, he should be playing like Rondo for the Lakers because I see Rondo running his ass off.
But I mean,
had to get a kick in his pants after game 3.
Let's talk about the numbers that LeBron has been putting up. You know what I mean? He's almost averaging a triple-double, plus he's scoring almost 40 points a game. You know what I mean? Like last game he scored 40 points. The other game where Jimmy Butler went off and the Heat won, he scored 40 points in that game too. Almost had a triple-double. I think he was like 40, 10, and 9 or something like that. So when it comes to that aspect, he's still the MVP.
You know why I say what I say, Anzo? Because maybe, yes, LeBron is doing it, putting up his 40 points, but he doesn't seem like he is the guy that is doing it all the way. And it's Anthony Davis. His shots seems to be the shots that are the ones that bring them over the top. You know what I mean? I'm not taking away from LeBron. You're right, numbers-wise. But to be that guy up there spoken with Kobe and Jordan, he can't be doing that. He needs to be playing like an Anthony Davis, making those shots to end the game. To come back in the fourth quarter.
I need to go grab something real quick. But go ahead. I need to go grab something, but can I just say that I think Jimmy Butler is going to be the MVP?
Well, that's
if they win.
Yeah.
Yes, to win.
I mean, if they win, but they're not going to win.
I think they're going to now. I flipped on it.
Really?
Okay. Well, I don't know about that, but two things.
I got
one,
something to flip on this right here.
Right.
Talking trash and run.
So one, I wanted to apologize. I think I know what happened with my equipment. It's all good now. LeBron is just slightly ahead with the numbers, though. It's really close. It's way closer than I think. I do have a stupid question, though. Is it similar to, you know, how like in the Super Bowl, like the fans pick the MVP, or somebody like intelligent picks the MVP?
No, it's
the fans don't have anything to do with it.
No, the fans don't have anything.
All right, so it's not, because I was going to say if that was the case. Right. Then they would.
And let's remember, right, that when Kobe went to the final with Shaq, Shaq won the MVP every time.
Every time?
Yes.
I think one year they had a joint MVP, didn't they?
No, it was him. Kobe only won 2, which was the 2 that he won with Paul Gasol. I just looked it up. So I'm going to show you guys this clip real quick. Hold on. Where is it?
Because I hate that about the Super Bowl, by the way. Like, it's like, oh, pick the MVP of the Super Bowl, like the fans pick. It's like, dude, like it's always going to be quarterback.
I guess it's more or less on trash talking, but it's kind of to say how, you know what I mean? Like when I was saying Tim Duncan, we were saying how Tim Duncan is quiet, but listen to Kevin Garnett. Can you guys hear it?
Did you hear the audio?
I did. Can you hear it?
See him verbally saying stuff because he wasn't talking to believe it or not, y'all, Tim Duncan, shout out to Timmy. Tim Duncan, people would not see him verbally saying stuff because he wasn't talking sentences. Timmy would hit you in phrases. Got you. Almost. This the worst right here. Nice try. Like subtle shit. No gangster shit. No real hardcore shit. Just subtly. Just back your ass up and put you back in like this over here. Like, you know. And then what really pissed me off is when the trash talking wasn't affecting him. So now you spending all this energy trying to rile this up. You not forgot about your own game. You forgot about they coming to you that you're supposed to. And then that's when I actually quit talking trash to Timmy. You want to give me a reaction out. I can't really get hype off. This thing ain't really giving me nothing. Look at him now. Start, doing a little, shoulder shit, and he won't react to that. Yeah. Next thing you know, Timmy got 20, 15. Like, I'm in here like, so then I started changing that. You know what I'm saying? And then it was natural too. Sometimes you into it. Two dogs meet in the middle, and it be what it is.
You know what's weird? It's like Kevin Durant's looking a lot like Somebody, Garnett.
What's that?
I said, it's weird. Kevin, Durant is looking a lot like. Why
Kevin
can't I
Garnett?
remember?
He looks like Kevin Garnett. Not really, man.
No,
Can you remember that? Huh? Can you remember that now, man, Morgan?
Remember what? Was that
What
really?
the hell you trying to talk about?
Was that Darnett? Like
Kevin Garnett, yeah. Kevin Garnett.
No, it was Kevin Garnett.
Oh wait, I thought you were
Not no
saying
damn-
Kevin Durant. I thought you were saying Kevin Durant was talking about Tim Duncan.
No. Kevin Garnett.
Kevin
that's my
Durant never
bad.
played against Timmy Duncan.
That's what I was thinking. My bad. Like earlier, I thought you said Durant,
Oh.
and so when it comes up, I'm like, "That's Kevin." That's not
Durant has played against Duncan.
Has he?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he has.
Yeah. He's beaten Duncan too.
Yeah. That's what I thought you said. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
remember
Durant's
those
looking a
ones.
lot
Plus,
like
when it
Harden.
was Seattle, he played against
When they were-
OKC.
OKC. They had Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden was on that team. Spurs were up 4-2, and then they never won a game after that. But Steven Jackson has a lot to say about that series because he says Tony Parker in Game 6 actually tried to take over the game and all fucked it up, you know? Hey, man, how you doing? But my point of showing that video was because it's like us as here, we don't see that Tim Duncan had that dog in him, you know? But when those players talk about him, he does. You don't care what I do. See the hat, bro?
I got a question for you. So, what are we talking about
Nobody
here?
cares. Hold on. Nobody cares about Kim Duncan, Anzo. Don't come on this show again and waste precious time showing his born ass clips, okay? All right. If you do,
I do like Kevin Garnett, though.
So, what was
I do like Kevin
what was
Garnett.
this based off of? I mean, what was the question?
This had nothing to do with the question.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is an Anzo moment.
Yeah. By the way,
one of those. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
where I have to get into I have to get in some Tim Duncan talk on sports.
Well, you
Remember
know,
the
that's okay.
Spurs? Remember them? Do you remember?
Hey, Danny, I understand what he's talking about. I mean, God knows Tim Duncan didn't get enough of his own self when he was playing. I mean, God knows he needs Anzo to give him some more.
Okay, Chris is not welcome on this show ever again.
all right. Look, I think what Chris is trying to say is that that's the most people have talked about Tim Duncan since like maybe ever. Like,
Wait, are we still on question 2 with the MVP talks?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of wondering what the actual question was and what Tim Duncan had to do with it. Because, well, as far as I remember, Tim Duncan really wasn't worth that much when he was playing. Oh, damn.
Oh
Did I
my
say that?
God, man.
I'm so sorry.
Danny,
Ginobili and Tony Parker.
you better click that button, Danny. You better
It was
send
all Ginobili. It was all Ginobili and Parker.
Daddy's
Oh my
loving
God.
it.
You need to send this guy to the Phantom Zone
No, I'm
too.
just-
What?
oh man,
Anzo, I'm pretty sure I'm safe and not going to end up in the Phantom Zone until probably Tuesday.
oh, I have questions.
I'll
about
get
this
my legs
question.
in now.
Topic number 3 is the Air Up There was released in theaters the same day as Game 5. Do you think this is a sign of Michael Jordan trying to stay in the spotlight? I repeat the question. The Air Up There was released in theaters the same day as Game 5. Do you think this is a sign of Michael Jordan trying to stay in the spotlight? Let me answer this first real quick. Michael Jordan, last time I checked, is a billionaire. His shoes is the hottest selling thing on the planet as it relates to shoes. So I don't think he care about being on the spotlight as long. And if he walks in front of a camera or mic, somebody's going to talk to him. So if he wants to go on the spotlight, he don't need this movie to be released to just say, okay, I got to stay relevant.
Hey, Danny.
As long as there are, go ahead. Go ahead. As long as there are Air Jordans being sold, Michael Jordan's going to stay relevant.
I have questions about this
Danny.
real quick. I have
Yes. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to ask you. I was going to ask you this question based off of this question, which is, Has Michael Jordan ever officially been out of the spotlight?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, I don't think he has, and it's because of things like you said. Jordans are always sold. When the new Jordan gets talked about, everybody who is into that type of thing will talk about it. And he doesn't really have to do anything. I mean, he went just to do something different and started playing baseball. And whether or not he was good or bad, they talked about it. It wasn't like he asked to have people there to talk about it. He just, I think the spotlight follows him. If he's got something relevant out there, it's never officially left him.
Was the baseball thing because of the gambling or whatever? Like
I was about to say, I think but no, real quick though, the air up there, I thought that was the Kevin Bacon movie where he goes to Africa and finds that 7-footer to play. Like I tried to find the trailer for the air up there. I just kept getting the Kevin Bacon movie from like 1995.
It's a Kevin Bacon movie. I know that's true.
Yeah. I was like,
no idea that movie came out.
I could not find anything about it. Like I'm like, if this is him trying to get into the spotlight, he is doing a horrible job.
That's for real, because I have not seen one clip.
No, I could
mention of it anywhere that I could say it even exists.
Yeah, I asked Google. I'm like, Google, find this Michael Jordan. The air up there is like, no, you're talking about Kevin Bacon. I'm like, no, Google, it's Michael. Even Google's like, you're dumb. It's Kevin Bacon.
I may have got it wrong. It was a Michael Jordan documentary that came out years ago. Maybe I got the name of it wrong. I'm trying to look for it now.
In this documentary, was it Kevin Bacon?
It was no. It was actually one of those documentaries. It was released in IMAX, and it came out like maybe 10 years ago or so. Hold on, I'm trying to find the name of it.
When I first started reading the question, I was so excited. I'm like, damn, we're going to talk a Kevin Bacon movie?
Okay, sorry.
I was scared because I never seen that.
Michael Jordan. It's not the air up there. I don't know where I got that from. It's Michael Jordan to the max. That's it.
Those two titles are not.
I haven't heard of that either.
Huh? It came out in 2000, right? So that it came out in 2000 and came out on IMAX. That's why it's called To the Max. And Michael Jordan actually had to sign off to get that re-released. So I'm hearing what they're saying. So my point is, I mean, the fact that it came out when the Lakers were supposed to win the championship is kind of suspect to me.
I don't know about that because he wouldn't necessarily have had anything to do about it getting released. They just come to him and say, hey, man, we want to put this back out there. Maybe because they're trying to draw some sort of correlation between LeBron and himself. And they're like, well, we have to get his permission. Let's go ask him. And I don't know. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, and I won't deny you the fact that Jordan loves himself and will take every opportunity he has to talk about himself and what he did. But I wouldn't say this is necessarily him trying to do that.
I know, Matt, but we're talking about.
What did Chris say?
Hold on. I know, Matt, but we're talking about the 2000
the Christians said.
Oh, wait, Danny.
The Christians had a slick mouth. Christians had a slick mouth about Michael Jordan. Did y'all hear that?
What's that do?
I zoned out.
Wait, Danny, what'd you say?
Michael Jordan
wait, Danny.
What is going on? What is happening?
Wait, Danny, what'd you say?
I said that's a little slick insult you threw against Michael Jordan.
No.
Yeah.
Jordan would even tell you that he likes talking about himself.
Real quick, like I feel like this question was like Anzo was like, "Damn, I only got 5. I got to come up with one more."
Totally. No, but he also.
I think I remember this documentary.
Wait.
Actually,
it
was a topic on First Take.
When you are as good as Michael Jordan was, when you are as good as Michael Jordan was, you have the right to do that.
Phantoms.
Actually, it was on Undisputed. It was Undisputed, where they were talking about Michael Jordan. They were talking about the thing, and hold on, I'm gonna try and find it. But yeah, it was on Undisputed, and Shannon. They were saying, Michael Jordan was trying to make sure he keeps in the spotlight. He's trying to take the the shine away from what the Lakers were about to do.
He's doing a horrible job because I couldn't find shit about Michael Jordan. I either got the Kevin Bacon movie or The Last Dance.
That was what it was. It's Michael. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but no, that was what it was. It was the Kevin Bacon mix-up thing.
Yeah. It's to the max. It's to the max. The documentary is called.
Man, I really wanted to talk Kevin Bacon.
So, I mean, me personally, I do kind of think he's trying to stay relevant by making them put that out. Like, why don't you just wait a week and put it out after finals?
Well, because this is, I mean, if you're talking like, all right, so if you're going to try to put out a product that is based on basketball and you want to make as much money as possible, would you not put it out when the hype of basketball is at its highest, right? This is the time of the year that the most amount of people are going to be aware that basketball is happening and be interested in basketball. So if you're going to put out a product basketball related and you want to make money, you should do it when the basketball hype is at its highest.
I agree with that.
So why not do it at the beginning of the finals? Why wait until the Lakers are on the
because they're trying to correlate it to what's going on. And Michael Jordan was a champion. They wanted to do it on a night that perhaps the Lakers were going to win the championship. Maybe they figured it was inevitable. But
if you watched any documentaries about Michael Jordan, you know he is one cock.
One last thing.
They
scheduled this a long time ago.
Wait, Danny.
Have any of you been to Springfield? I'll let him go.
Tell you about that, Anzo. You could be on here disrespecting Michael Jordan.
Have any of you been to Springfield?
But it's true though.
To the Hall of Fame. Have any of you guys been there?
No.
To the Hall of Fame?
No.
So I was gonna say there's not a whole lot of Jordan stuff there, believe it or not. Sadly enough, when you're walking through the exhibits and stuff, there's a lot of like Celtics, Lakers, but not. There's only like one small.
Don't nobody give a shit about those Celtics. Okay, don't nobody give a shit about that. Okay.
Last thing, this shit was scheduled. Like they don't schedule movies like a week before they're released. This thing was on the schedule before they even knew who was going to be in the finals.
Well, not necessarily with the crisis going on. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean it was scheduled like way ahead of time.
I just wanted to add a little 5 cents in here, but you could speculate on anything and question any action in life if you really want to. Mm-hmm. So why all of a sudden is everything under the scope? I mean, wow, big deal. It came out the same time. Maybe he knew Lakers weren't going to win. You know what I mean? Like, damn, why? I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, why?
Mute this guy, boy. Why everyone there? Mute him.
How did this earn him a full screen when I went through that whole thing about the basketball hype and marketing?
I don't know. Maybe that's too much Dallas. I can't see. Too much Dallas.
Behind you, man.
It's like a vampire.
There was one thing in like the top corner over here that didn't belong, but the rest of it.
I don't know. It was like a big blur.
Was it Dax throwing some interception?
It should be over their head. Haven't seen a Super Bowl in a quarter of a century. That we should put on there. Now that'd be accurate.
Mm-hmm. How the Redskins? Sorry.
Hey, guess what? I don't. You see me get the Redskins plastered behind me? You see me rocking the Redskins? Right now they are losers and playing like shit.
And Danny, they
got the same record.
What are you talking about?
They got the same record.
What are you talking about?
And Danny,
there's no such thing as Redskins anymore. It's the Washington football team.
Hold on, Danny. Hold on.
It's the Redskins until
Redskins will be there forever. Redskins will be there forever because it's not in the headline anymore. Redskins will be there forever. But we got to respect the fact it's Washington.
I think it was the most ridiculous thing in the world to do what they did.
It's 2020, man. It's fucked up. I'm sorry. But anyways.
I don't give a fuck if it's 2020.
I hear you, but you got to just accept it for what it is. It is what it is.
You know what? And the fact that they did what they did, it was ridiculous. It's called, do what every other freaking football team back in the 40s and 50s did. Name your club the Washington National Football Team. Or now, the Washington Nationals football. Because that's what teams like that used to do. You had the New York Football Giants and you had the New York Giants. You do that. That's how you do it. And they acted like they were in some sort of dire straits to figure out a damn name. This is a ridiculous thing that they're doing there. And it's a microcosm of their season right now.
They put the name out there to distract from their record. But at the same time, they are 1-3 or 1-4, just like Dallas. At least we have a divisional win. They have nothing. But yet America will still keep them on top when they're showing the standings that Dallas, before Philly won that game, I'm sorry, but Dallas will be on top of Washington. And I'm like, how is that? They don't even have a divisional win, but yet you put them up there? Hey.
Preach, brother, preach.
Hey. So I told you, I will be 500 at the end of the season if I vote against every game Dallas plays. The worst I could be is 500.
You'll probably be like 10-6, or maybe even 12-4.
They're either 8-8 or 9 or whatever. They will not be above 500. I'll tell you that right now.
Two things. One, look, it was inevitable that somebody was going to throw the smallpox blanket onto the name of the Washington football team. It was going to happen. Two, Philly didn't win that game. They tied.
No. They won their last game.
What game? No, they didn't. They tied.
They won their last game. That's why they're 1-2-1.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Philly is actually leading the division.
That's what I said. They're leading the division with a 1-2-1 record. That tie has them ahead of us and Dallas. But yet, before they won that game, if you looked at any divisional NFL stats of divisional teams, they had Dallas on top of Washington with the same record. But
alphabetical order.
No, it's not that. We beat a divisional team. We beat the Eagles, so that should put us on top until you have a divisional win. That's what you play for, to win in your division.
It's why you played the game.
This is it.
You play to win the game.
Diesel is preaching to your ass and you ain't listening.
These are exclamation facts.
I'll be honest. Like just like the people you're complaining about, I zoned out and forgot.
It's okay. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Because you know what? Facts are fiction now.
You say you zoned out? Okay, I'm gonna let you zone out for real.
Booyah!
You zoned out, so zone out in the phantom zone. Okay?
Wow.
You hate it because a Redskin is schooling your ass.
Power.
Yeah.
In all fairness, you got a shot. Everybody has a shot because this 1-bye format. You know what I mean?
Quick on that phantom, that phantom zone trigger today, Danny. Damn.
I would not
setting a record.
I would not be gloating if I had the same record as one of the worst teams in football. I would not be gloating.
Yeah. I haven't said anything about Dallas.
Let's go ahead and get to this basketball question.
Yes.
Sorry. So we can get to the NFL questions. Question number 4. Magic said MJ didn't have the same kind of pressure as LeBron does. Do you agree? I definitely agree. And only because of social media. If there was social media back then it would be the same problem. But social media, now you can't even damn call for somebody ain't putting you on damn Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So the only difference is that they didn't have all that technology back then. If they did, Michael Jordan would be just as screwed.
I think that's one element. Yeah, I think another one.
Fair, Magic said he didn't just say Michael Jordan. He said him. He said Bird. He said Isaiah. He said all of them. Right?
I agree.
He said LeBron James doesn't have as much. I mean, they didn't have as much pressure as LeBron James has now.
But in all honesty, social media helps you too.
True.
But also, LeBron put some of that pressure on himself by putting chosen one tattooed on his back, or I got next. And all this kind of stuff.
You see,
Jordan.
That's it. It's not the chosen one because he was given the name the chosen one. He just ran with it, right? It's the 1, 2, 3, 4,
that whole
5.
televised hype.
It was that.
And I'm being serious when I say this.
That's where a lot of people turned on him.
Yeah.
But listen, look, another factor into why he had so much pressure is because of the game that he is playing in. we've talked about this multiple times in the show that the physicality is not the same as it was when MJ and Magic and them played. So everyone's looking like, if you're as good as you, as everyone says you are, as you claim to be, as we claim you are, why are you not dominating to another level that we have not seen
dominating? And I hate the fact that y'all could be defending LeBron James. But statistic-wise, man, this sucker is he is going to surpass Hakeem Abdul-Jabbar as a most points scored.
Yeah, and he should. And he should have done it 3 years ago as tough as this league is.
Why? Kareem played about 17, 18 years himself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
He might have played 20. Kobe played 20 years.
Do you think LeBron could survive the Detroit Pistons? Your Detroit Pistons?
Do I think he could? I think there are a few players that could translate. I think LeBron is one of them.
Lemire would have.
After the crying I seen this guy do last night on little fouls that he should have finished. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
maybe you need to roll back those tapes, man. Roll back
the Detroit Pistons. They all do it nowadays, though. Like everybody.
I know it's not fair. It's not fair to take him from this generation and bring him back, or take someone from there and bring him there. But like Matt said, it's a softer basketball now, and for him to even be crying, because that crying is what kills me. Last night I watched him cry and complain like a little kid, hopping up and down for the refs to make calls on other people that would be technicals. You know what I mean? But he's LeBron, he gets away with it.
And one thing I will say is I do understand what you're saying, but I'm not putting that on LeBron because Harden does it.
Harden is not the chosen one.
Russell Westbrook
is not LeBron.
But
LeBron is another level.
Tim Duncan has done it.
I will agree with. I'm going to agree with Alzo on this. They cry. That's part of the game now. To cry and flop. That's what they made a flopping foul. If they see you intentionally flopping, then you get a technical or you get a foul call against you. I think that LeBron could, in fact, made it through the Detroit Pistons back then because he's bigger, stronger, and faster than Jordan. Maybe not.
No, you're going off of what he's bringing to the game, not the game he's playing. There's two different elements.
What about odds?
What he's bringing to the game is totally different. He's a beast. He's an element. When he goes to the rim hard and someone in his way, they end up with the photographers in the first, second row. I'm not taking that away from you, Danny. But when he doesn't get the call on calls that he shouldn't even be crying about, he behaves like a baby. And if you're the next level, you can't be behaving like that. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
I'm not arguing that one particular point, but I'm saying the Detroit Pistons developed a playing style called the Jordan rules for Michael Jordan to eliminate him and put on extreme physicality. I'm saying my argument is that LeBron James could withstand that. Michael Jordan, Scotty Pippen, Ron Harper developed this thing called a Breakfast Club. Well, those three, they went to a separate workout, muscle building, endurance building workout before going to practice with the team, because they had to get bulkier and stronger to withstand the Jordan rules that the Detroit Pistons were doing. LeBron James already does that. This sucker sleeps in a fucking hyperbolic chamber now and does all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
got a year-round nutritionist and a special chef.
He did that one.
That's just for longevity, but for a big man like him to cry and complain on little soft fouls,
his game would have just been adjusted. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I see the game different. I'm sorry. I don't see that. If you want to go up there and take that title that I am the greatest of all time, I am the man. You can't be behaving like guys who barely get their role to hit free throws to get 10 points a game. You can't be behaving like that.
Can't give up the last shot.
My wife doesn't watch basketball, but she said this last night. Why is he always complaining? That's LeBron James. Is that the guy everybody hates? I go, you know what? They might hate his game, but because of social media, you get a chance to see the things this guy does, and that's why I like LeBron. But if it came just strictly to basketball, I don't like his game. He does all those numbers, but there's a lot of guys who did numbers that ain't necessarily talked in the top 10. This is just my opinion, guys. I'm sorry.
Ain't nobody. I got you. Nobody in the NBA in this current climate has been to 10, 11 straight NBA finals, other than you talking about Bill Russell back then with the Celtics and stuff. Other than that, and Lord knows, I also know I hate that sucker, and I got to defend this fucker. But I think he could. I think he could survive back then.
Just move on. We've had the same conversation multiple times on this show. If we never go anywhere with it,
okay, let's go to question 5 then. Earlier this week, Kyrie and KD were on a podcast. Kyrie made the statement that KD is the only clutch player he has played with in the NBA. Do you think this was a throwing shade at LeBron?
Yeah. Whether or not it was intentional, it did.
I definitely think it was, because before LeBron, he couldn't smell in playoffs. When LeBron came there, they went to the playoffs twice. He hit one of the winning shots. So I think that for whatever reason, he got some kind of hatred in his heart or dislike or something in his heart about LeBron. And I think this is a little jab at LeBron, which I personally don't care, but
I have to agree.
I think he was throwing shade.
I think so too.
I agree.
Now KD is clutch.
Knowing Kyrie,
KD is Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, I mean, I would have talking about stand by it instead of being like, nah. If I'm going to say somebody's name, I'll say their name. Like, we know what you were doing, dude. Own it. Yeah, own it.
He kind of hee-hawed the next day when they call him out on it.
Oh, I can't stand that man, Kyrie. Yeah.
It's sad though, because he's skilled, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Kyrie because Uncle Drew. That sucker was hell in Uncle Drew. I don't care what nobody says. That's one of the best basketball movies ever played.
Never saw it. No one's ever going to top Shaquille O'Neal dressed up like remember Family Matters? Was he on Family Matters? He dressed up like
that was Larry Johnson.
Oh, that was Larry Johnson. Okay.
Yeah, Grandmama.
Question 6. Scotty Pippen said playing in the bubble is not real basketball. It's more like a pickup game. Do you agree?
Yeah, I can agree with that question, Anzo.
100%.
Well, no, look, Scott, you need to know this about Scott, because when Scott loses those lights, later on, sorry, it's an inside joke that neither one of them are responding to. Thanks, Anzo. Thanks, Chris.
I ain't either.
I don't think playing inside the bubble. I think to me it's harder because the fans are always a 6-man, so to speak. And I think now it's just mano a mano, team versus team. So if you playing and you just outplay the man, because sometimes the home court advantage can give you, in most cases, an unfair advantage. So right now it's even keel.
I think it's very much like playing pickup basketball. The only difference is the teams are set still because you are on a team, but it's very similar. It's just you and kind of like you said, mano a mano. There's nobody there cheering one side or the other on. There's nobody waving their hands up whenever you're trying to shoot a free throw or you're shooting a 3-point, field goal whenever you're trying to win a game or anything. Those little things when you're in front of a crowd are a lot different than when you take all of that away. And that's kind of like pickup basketball. Now I don't think that it's exactly like pickup basketball, but I can kind of see where he's coming at with this. Taking the crowd out of it does change the dynamic a lot. And it isn't just in basketball right now. A lot of people are pissed off that the Kansas City Chiefs can have up to 16,000 fans in that stadium because we're letting them have it.
Well, and football, you're right. Football's not fair. Well, it's either you have them or you don't.
That's fine, but it's not that much different in basketball because, probably not as much in NBA as in maybe college basketball. Because in college basketball, you get all the kids in there that try to do stupid shit to fuck with the other team. The chants, the rahs, and all that. But it still is kind of like that in the NBA. You still got teams that have such a passionate fan base. I mean, like the Dallas Mavericks for a while there had a very passionate fan base that would screw with the other team constantly. They talked shit to the team when they were on the bench. And there is some truth to this. I'm not going to say that it is pickup basketball, because pickup basketball, let's be honest, you always have 2 or 3 guys that are just there because they're the tallest and they can just put their hands up like this and just stop a ball. But other than that, they can't play the damn game. It's not quite that much pickup basketball, but there's some truth to this, I think.
Was that a shot to Bradley? What was that white boy's name? I think he played for the Knicks, didn't he? Somehow
there was a couple out
Bradley.
there. Yeah, there was a few out there occasionally. What do you want me to do, Coach? Just put your hands up. Just stand there.
The best he ever played was as one of the Monstars. You know, that was the best his game ever looked.
Oh my God!
I'm proud of that one. I don't give a shit.
I do kind of.
Okay.
Take that to the bank.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think it is kind of like. I was just gonna say. I think it is kind of like pickup basketball in a way. You know. Uh-huh.
I mean, like I said, not entirely, but there's some truth to that.
Mm-hmm.
It must be really weird to be there.
I mean, who the hell is even paying attention?
Before we transition to the football question.
What was that? I didn't hear what he said.
Wow!
Goes right close to Michael Jordan. Next is Scotty Pippen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Really, Danny? Scotty Pippen?
Yes. Yes.
Scotty Pippen is on the 50 greatest players of all time.
Oh man, you're going for that record, Danny.
He does not deserve to be
How
there.
great Scotty Pippen is.
Phantom Zone's quiet in there.
Okay.
Listen.
Before we go to the football section of the score, we're going to go through the chat and answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Daniel says Brady is trash. Daniel, I'm about to phantoms on your ass if you ever say that again. What'd you say?
Huh? I said that's not correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. John Cena said Game 5 of the NBA Finals was fire. Didn't see it, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh, yeah.
Austin said, "What's up, guys? What's up, Austinator?
What up, Austinator?
What up?
Daniel says Jimmy Butler top 10 player.
Top 10
Not
of
in my
this year
book, but
or all time?
Yeah, that's need context.
all time, definitely not.
Hell no. This year, yeah, I would say, because he's making a difference for his team.
In the playoffs, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Top
Yeah,
Even in the season.
Yeah,
like if you look, a lot of those teams that were in the finals or in the NBA so-called finals, they had a winning record over all of them. Even Milwaukee.
What's up? What's up, LDG? Daniel says Anthony Davis is a little hurt. Yeah, I saw him limping, so I'm guaranteed he's in treatment the next 2 days. Also says at the rate the Lakers are starting to choke. Man,
I hope so.
Okay. Anthony Davis unibrow would win a match. Period. Gotcha.
That has to add 3 wins to it. Like,
the unibrow.
Mad Mardigan and Skip are the only. Daniel says Mad Mardigan and Skip are the only Cowboy fans I like. Okay, good for
all
me.
right, Daniel.
We don't like him.
Shit.
Daniel says Rondo not better than Rondo not better than Butler. Rondo maybe not better, but he got more experience than Butler in this type of game. So that's why I would definitely give the edge to Rondo.
I agree with that.
Daniel said LeBron has a hot hand. He should have taken it. Well, if he's surrounded by 4 players, I don't know, but that's subjective.
I'm gonna look for that clip. Let me see if I can find it, and we'll decide if he should have taken the shot or not.
Daniel Ron says, remember when LeBron passed the ball to George Hill when they had Curry on him? Just saying that he should have taken over. Don't put game in the hands of other players. And I am a LeBron fan. Okay.
Well, that game against Curry, he should have taken it. Come on, we're talking Curry. We're not talking. This is LeBron against Curry. He should be taking it to the rim all day.
Nicholas said, "Who remembers Jerry Rice and Bo Jackson?" I am a big time Jerry Rice fan. I cannot stand Bo Jackson.
Whoa!
What?
Anzo's hungry. Anzo's hungry.
I think he's overhyped. I got a friend of mine that loves Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson is overhyped.
Wow.
Wait. Let me tell you how overhyped this man was. First pitch in the major leagues. First pitch was a 400+ foot home run. That's overhyped.
No, hold on. How about this? When he was playing football, he didn't even play all the games because he was still playing baseball as well, and yet he still made the Pro Bowl with playing maybe half the year.
And
he put up the stats he did with missing the first 6 games because he was still playing baseball.
We got the pride because this guy blew his hip.
And he was the leading rush.
Over fucking hyped. I said it. I don't care if you don't like it. Okay? I do not care. He was overhyped.
Wow.
Hashtag wrong.
Oh, man.
Tyranny. Jesus.
Yeah, tell me about it. And Anzo, have you ever heard so much crap come out of a man's mouth?
Jerry Rice.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, y'all have the same power. Django say this off topic, but have you seen the video of LeBron James' son smoking weed? Don't nobody give a shit about that. Don't come in here about smoking weed. That little boy is a teenager. They're gonna do dumb, stupid stuff.
Yeah, I would encourage it.
My brother is smokes weed every fucking day, so I don't care about no weed smoking. So don't come here with that stupid shit. No, nobody cares.
Smoking weed's not stupid, it's good.
Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, and Shaq in my top 5. That's not a bad top 5.
That order is messed up.
You need to get rid of Shaq, but yeah.
LeBron. Number 2.
Oh, that's like Shaq.
Because I'm a Spurs fan.
We were talking about
because I'm a Spurs fan. You can't hear me?
Okay.
I am a Spurs fan. That's why.
What's up, man?
You don't count Wilt Chamberlain or Dr. J or any of those older.
Not in my top 5, no, but I do count them. I do rep.
See, Dr. J is a big time Jordan hater, so I don't count his ass. No.
Oh, so because he doesn't like Jordan, you don't count him? Really?
That's correct. In the top 5, no. He's not in my top. Is Dr. J in your top 5?
He's not in my top 5 either. But I'm just saying,
He's not in your top 10.
And Allen Iverson's not in your top 5 either.
Allen Iverson's not in my top 10 either.
He's on the bubble of mine.
He's not in your top 10?
No.
Wow. Okay.
I would have put him in top 10. I found the clip. We're gonna share this, and we're gonna decide whether we think he should have taken the last shot.
I'd be careful showing.
You ready?
You might get a copyright.
Yeah, I'd be careful, man. That's ABC and Disney will fuck you up.
Okay, so maybe not then.
Yeah. We all know what happened.
Get on your own time.
Yeah, put in some effort.
We'll do it after the stream privately.
Yeah. But I watched it, and I think he made the right play.
That's what I said.
I agree.
As much as I'd like him to be that killer, he should have pulled up if he was a killer. Not rely on your size, rely on the all-purpose game. But in the moment, it's easier said than done, right?
You do have us reacting. You have us reacting to the video, so I don't know if they'd flag it. But that's
you can fight it, and you'd probably win in the long run. But it's a tough road with Disney.
Yeah, because I agree. He did do the right thing. I'm just saying Kobe wouldn't have done that.
No, man. The whole team, I'm sorry. After watching that, Kobe would have made that pass. The whole team went to the paint.
Did you see what's his name's face, Anzo?
Who's?
Green. When he missed that shot. Did you see his face?
No, he probably...
Man, did I let LeBron down. He had all the faith in me to hit a shot I know I should have hit. He couldn't even look up, man. He couldn't even look up because he knows he should have made that shot.
Danny, when you see the clip,
yes,
all 5 Heat players are in the paint.
I thought it was 4.
No, 4 went with
4
him.
Jumped with him, right?
Right, but all Heat players, all 5 players were in the paint. Danny Green was so wide open. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
You gotta make your shot.
You know what that was? That was 3-on-3 open.
Yeah.
You know when you drive to the middle and everyone jumps at you and you just throw it back?
Yes.
That's what that play was.
Yes, I don't believe that. I'm like, yo, everybody.
And Danny, please do me a favor. When watch the shot when Green lets it go. He knew he missed that shot, man.
I'm gonna check that out now. But yeah, he definitely
because it hit the front of the rim.
Yeah,
didn't even rim out.
Spurred coach player.
Hey, guess.
I'm glad he helped Toronto with that shit.
And the Spurs.
Popovich coach player.
Oh, wait. Hold on. But let me just tell you this. When he played with the Spurs, he is the number 1 3-point shooter in the finals NBA history. And he did it on the Spurs team in 5 games.
Anzo, your Spurs talk is eating into our NFL hour.
And your anything talk is interrupting us. So I think we'll phantom zone your ass real quick so we can get on with the show.
Okay, let's go. Daniel Doran said, "Why do y'all hate Tim Duncan? He's one. We don't hate Tim Duncan. We just give Anzo a hard time." Okay. Last Dance. It's the Last Dance. Thank you, man.
The Last Dance.
The Last Dance is new Michael Jordan documentary. That is correct.
Okay. Not the era.
Man said, "You don't want to know about Michael Jordan? Didn't ask Shane." Okay. Keep your bacon. I prefer air chocolate. Okay.
I think that was a Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah, that was what that was.
I guess. Matt say if it was remotely intentional to match up with Game 5, then it would be because basketball fever is at its height during the playoffs.
She agrees with you.
You agree with that statement? Yep. Thank you, Matt. Now let us go to the first question of the NFL.
Seems that everybody's dying to get to the NFL.
Yes.
Maybe I should stop doing the basketball questions then. I sit here all day and do basketball questions, and you guys just want to breeze through them like it's nothing. What the fuck, man?
Look at this guy. What's up, Hanzo? Shit.
Okay. First topic of NFL questions. This Thursday night game, Tom Brady got the downs mixed up. He thought they were on 3rd down when they were actually on 4th. Do you think this caused him the game? If so, do you think this is an isolated event, or is it the beginning of his decline as quarterback in NFL at the level he's expected to play at?
This just shows to me that he's not a clone.
So go first.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't see his hand.
All right. Yes, this is a sign of his decline as a quarterback. I'm telling you right now, if this is 5 years ago, this doesn't happen. This isn't just a new team for him. This isn't just a new scheme for him. It's a lot of little things. And I said this, and I still stand by this. They hadn't won a game against a good team yet. And the Chicago Bears, say what you will about them, they were the better team. This is a game that 2 years ago Tom Brady was winning. Doesn't matter the team he was on, because he doesn't forget that it's 4th down and that instead of going for 15 yards when they need 6, trust me, he would have checked down 2 years ago and got
one play.
Yeah, but
lose the game.
It's not just that.
It's just that everyone's emphasizing on that. I mean, the guy fucked up. It's clear as day, but he fucked up once.
It seems like a coaching. Seems like
he threw an interception, which quarterbacks do. He's showing that he's human before you question if he was a bot. But he messed up once, and everyone's talking. Is he on a decline? Let him go a season with a new team.
Messed up once.
He threw an interception for
glaring. He's had very glaring issues.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, he has his hand up. Sorry, I didn't see it. I didn't know it was a hand up kind of thing.
There's no way that we can with any sort of like certainty say why that happened. You got to also remember that not too long, like not too much earlier than that, when Khalil Mack sacked him, his head bounced off of the turf. If you go back to what his wife said, he's had 20 concussions. He's been playing for there's so many. Oh, it could have been a miscommunication between the. You know what?
Were you watching fucking Skip Bayless?
No,
it's
I don't watch
one play. It's one
I'm
play.
Saying, what I'm saying is we can't with certainty. Who did?
Skip Bayless. He said the exact same thing as you.
Okay, well then he's smart.
What he said, he was like, "Oh, he got hit off the head, off the ground, and he."
No, I'm not saying that's why.
I don't even listen to that.
We don't know we cannot with any certainty say what it was. Now, is it because he's like way past the age that most quarterbacks fall down? Fall off that cliff? Well, it could be. All I know is that Dak Prescott is going to have better stats than him in every category by the end of the year.
And he's going to have less wins than almost any other quarterback in the NFL.
That wasn't the guarantee I made.
What?
That he was going to have more wins than Tom Brady. I didn't make that.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, stats don't mean shit if you don't win.
Well, they help to win.
Not in the Dallas case.
Not for Dallas. They live in like a damn reverse phantom zone.
He had like 500. Roberto, how many yards did Dak have last week? 505 yards and like 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Got this guy 95 points.
Wait, the game before that, which Danny brought to my attention, not that I would think that Dak would get 109 points, but he got 109 points and still lost the game.
Oh, yeah, I got Russell Wilson, who scores like 70-something points, and I got Dak Prescott. I just put Russell Wilson on the bench because Dak is such a beast for this upcoming game. So I don't know what kind of warp world is in Dallas, Texas, but
I think you guys got the worst defense in football. Probably.
Yeah, I agree.
5 touchdowns, 500-something yards, and still losing.
Yeah, ain't that. I agree. No, it's not. No, it's the defense. You know, the offense doesn't help with the turnovers that they've been having early in games. But even with that defense cannot be giving up 45 points a game. Come on.
Also, your running back, I don't know what he got his money, man. He said, "Fuck it," because he.
What do you mean?
Whoever has Ezekiel in their fantasy is pissed as shit.
Well, because
probably more pissed than me with Derrick Henry.
You're having to come back every game from like 30 points down. You're not going to get winning done.
You have a point.
There's some truth. There's some truth to
that. I didn't see Cleveland having the best running back tandem in the NFL, but it's a nice surprise. So I guarantee you, I won't be assuming that Cleveland is a stinker team anymore. I did that against Dallas, and it caused me a fucking loss.
Yeah, but that's Dallas. They're still a stinker team.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Our defense is
horrible. You got the best running back tandem in the NFL.
Don't mean nothing. When you got a team that's determined to stop the run, that running back team ain't gonna do nothing.
For me, it looks so bad on Dallas because, again, when you make reference to paper, it should not be what their record reflects. So,
absolutely not.
You know, you change the coach and the same thing. And we're not even in December yet where the real decline starts.
A lot of people don't like McCarthy.
Happened with Jason.
I was just about to say that too.
But I think
ain't shit either.
But listen, you still have
Cleveland is 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, you still have,
but who they play?
You have to take into account like that offensive line right now is in pieces. The defense, look
at the weapons you have.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's keeping us in the game is because of Dak and those 3 wide receivers. That offensive line is. By the way, we just lost Tyron Smith for the year. He had surgery, so now he's out too. We lost Frederick, Smith, Looney, who was going to replace Frederick, and we lost Collins. Like this offensive line, it is shocking that Dak has done as well as he's done behind that line.
No preseason, duh.
Yeah,
what were they thinking? What were they thinking?
Man. There's injuries everywhere, so I can't put it all on the coaching. I can't put it all on that defensive coordinator because he is not his scheming like just not. I miss Melinari, whatever his name was.
You know what? I have to say it is good television.
I think Brady is in decline. By the way, I think Brady is in decline, but it's not because of that one play. You know, it's just like. Yeah, it's like, and that seems like more of a coaching thing. Like, I don't know if they had any timeouts at that point, but if they,
that was probably more of a coaching thing than anything because you have your mic in that helmet where you can tell them, okay, 3rd down. You know what I mean? But
did they have timeouts?
I don't remember if they had.
I don't think they did.
I mean, if they did, then it's just like, timeout or whatever.
But at the same time, though, right? Brady's had a lot of inaccurate passes more than he has ever had. Last year was pretty bad, but this year his passing, his accuracy is just not where it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah, but that could be on preseason. He had enough time to.
He's with a new team. He's with new people. New system.
No.
There's a lot of things. Give him a year, because I think when Manning went over to Denver, he shot the bag at first too. I think when these guys make their transition, it takes time. You're going into a new system.
Wait, didn't he beat the records for touchdowns the first year in Denver?
Manning didn't have
Manning when he went to Denver?
No, he didn't have that issue because they changed their offense for him. Right? He didn't go in there and do their offense. They changed their offense to run.
And maybe I'm mistaking him with another quarterback.
Well, also, side note,
that's Brady, the argument because nobody's going to take Belichick.
Brady, right?
No, but
Brady won't be there though.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Because Brady went into this one, and that's why I'm kind of agreeing with Roberto in a way. Brady went into this situation where he had to learn the offense. The players around Manning, they had to learn Peyton's offense, so they, I guess, got it a bit easier, whatever. But it wasn't like Peyton had that learning curve; it was the team that had that learning curve. But
Peyton was the offensive head coach, anyways. He called his own plays, so.
But at the same time,
and also you got to remember too that Peyton was like 2 or 3 years younger than what Tom Brady.
Yeah, he didn't do it near the end. That's right.
And he was coming off of a broken neck.
That too. And another thing,
that's right.
And another thing I will say though, you're right about the no preseason, and the no preseason has to do with like the route running and stuff like that, and the timing. But it's his accuracy that's off. That's totally different. When he is shooting at that wide receiver that's running the right route, and his passes are going left, they're going right, they're going over the head. That's his accuracy. That's an issue.
Well, you know what? You have to admit, with age comes decline, whether you want to accept it or not.
Absolutely.
Still, for what he's doing, I would still take him over 2/3 of the quarterbacks in the league.
I agree with you on that 100% as well. 100%.
Just had them run little 10s and outs, and this guy's a champ.
Yeah. All right, let's go to question 2. Lamar Jackson is not happy with the team's passing attack. Does he have a point?
He is the passing attack, though. So
yeah,
he's not happy with himself.
No, I think he's more not happy with the play calling.
Stop running the way you run.
Yeah,
don't stop calling running plays.
I mean, when it's
phenomenal, man.
When the call is to pass the ball, don't run.
Yeah,
you'll have more passes.
Well, Bill O'Brien's gone, so and I know we'll talk about that later, but that now
what does that have to do with? What does that do with Lamar Jackson?
Oh my God!
Yeah, wrong team, bro.
Wrong team. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is what I've seen with
Christ,
quarterbacks that come out and they get a very strong running game.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL defenses and defense coordinators, they study that shit on the offseason. And so the season before, you run all over me and make me look stupid, they study that. So last year, Lamar Jackson came in there. He running like a doggone deer and doing all this kind of stuff. Defense, they got schemes, man, to counteract that. And not because he got a losing record and he's not as good as he was. He's not on every doggone top 10 highlight. He's pissed off.
I don't think
you always hear that. Well, it ain't like it was last year.
I think they only lost one game.
Yeah, I think
that Kansas City game.
I'll check it out while you talk about it.
They're not as dominant as it was last year. They don't look as dominant.
You're right.
Every time you come on last year, you were like, Lamar Jackson. Well, we didn't see that this year because that's the same thing Cam Newton went through. He first came out, he was a beast.
He did it to us, Danny. He did it to us.
Same thing, even to a stint with my homeboy. He ain't doing quite as fantastical things as he did last year because the defenses are catching up with him.
You didn't watch that game against the Redskins, did you? Washington, did you? Did you watch the Ravens Washington game? He looked like Jackson of old. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, but look who he was playing.
I'm just calling it. Maybe that was a warm up after Kansas City. You always have a nemesis, right? Like every star I know in every sport, there's always one team that has their number.
That's right.
You don't dominate everybody.
Look how great New England Patriots are, but for whatever reason, Miami used to always have their number at Miami.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Because I was going to make more reference to hockey, but I know that shit doesn't get played here.
Buffalo in the regular season used to have their record too. Buffalo beat them a couple times at home as well.
There's some shit teams that are very strong at home. Like I'll have to say the Jets too. I wouldn't always bet against them at home because for whatever reason, they seem to do well there. Maybe not this year's Jets, but
I picked the Jets this year, last week like an idiot.
I don't think I chose them.
No, I wasn't.
I'm curious to know the records.
You will get to that one
because they played at home. They played at home. That's why I picked because, like you said, I was they're strong at home. But there used to be this.
But who were they playing? Weren't they playing Buffalo? Who were they playing?
I can't think who they were playing.
I'll tell you. I'll get that up.
But
Cincinnati.
Dallas Cowboys fans used to have a superstition, and correct me if I'm wrong, man, that whenever Dallas played in the dark blue navy jersey, they would always lose.
Absolutely, that's what happened when we played. We just wore it, didn't we? Did we wear it against Cleveland, or was it the game?
You wore your whites against Cleveland.
It must have been the game before that. As soon as I saw those blue jerseys, I'm like, "Fuck."
The Jets played Denver.
Yeah, they played Denver. Man, I was like, because Denver's sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
Now, if Denver was playing at Mile High, where the oxygen level is a little bit thinner, I would have chosen them. But
I think because I saw the Jets play the week before, I think that's why I chose Denver.
I don't think the Jets win a game this year.
I don't think
they look, and Darnold is hurt, if I heard correctly.
Yeah, I don't think they win a game this year.
I don't know what it is about those blue jerseys, man. They look so great, but
we moved on from Dallas.
Never want to see
yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? Dallas Cowboy fans, it's always about them, man.
How about you actually win a game?
We did.
I actually win a game and not kind of fall into accidentally winning a game.
And I bet against you guys that game, and you really should not have won that fucking game.
One of the greatest philosophers of our time once said, "It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile."
Oh, really? Stop it, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, really?
No, what Vin Diesel?
Whatever. Oh, geez.
That's a reference to car racing.
That's car racing, and in that case, yes. 0.01 seconds is a lot different.
Point or 30. A win is
it doesn't matter if you hit a single or a home run.
Well, no, that's entirely because you're not scoring.
It's okay. That's what I'm just trying to say. It's just one of those moments.
But my point is to what Danny said is I do agree that those running quarterbacks, after the second or third year, they scheme for them, and it's a lot harder. That's the only reason why Patrick Mahomes is doing so good.
Except
is because
he's more a thrower.
Yeah, he's a great passer.
Cam Newton, though, he won his MVP years ago.
Russell Wilson is the exception to the rule. You're right, Josh. He's Cam
had his moments where he wasn't doing shit. But Russell too, he's a good passer.
Russell takes a lot of sacks, but he's able.
But what is he? He's 6'1", 6'2". He's pretty mobile.
No, he's 5'9".
5'9".
But with Russell, he's a very good passer as well.
Yeah, he's got a
what I mean? That's why I'm putting him in the same category as Mahomes. So if you can balance out the two, then you're going to succeed. But if you're depending on your legs all the time as a quarterback, you're not.
But this guy Mahomes is in a league of his own. I'm sorry.
What makes Mahomes so dangerous? He don't have to throw off the right leg. He can throw left or right.
It is what it is, right?
And protect the quarterback. I mean, I never seen that shit before.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
The last game they played, it was like fucking pickup football, man. He was just passing it to the open. It was unbelievable.
I'll tell you what.
Oh man!
Last year, I've watched a lot of Kansas City playoff football. And last year, when he ran it in from like 20 yards out, and he literally put his shoulder into one of the defenders, and then afterwards kind of looked at the guy like, now what? As soon as he did that, and we were coming back from being down, I looked at my kids and I said, we're winning this damn thing. I mean, just the way he acted right there, it was like, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're in my way, if you're hitting me. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Mm-hmm. And I saw that play, and I don't think I have ever felt that confident about this football team. And I said it last year, or we kind of talked about this a little bit, Anzo and Danny and myself. And I said, I'm not positive how they're going to take it this year, because here's the problem. These teams who do this come back the next year and then lay an egg because they think, oh, we're the best. No, these guys are they still know
they're well coached. Very well coached.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This team, when they don't play well, they come out and say, well, this past week, Patrick Mahomes made a statement. I didn't play up to what I needed to. When you own those things and you play with that chip on your shoulder that you're capable of doing these things, but when you don't perform the way you need to, you still take accountability for that. That makes a good team. And I mean, think about it. The Patriots were like that back in the day. The 49ers were like that. The Dallas teams that were good were like that. There were teams you can name off that had that chip on their shoulder where they said, hey, if we fuck up, we are to blame, not the other team. And it's not like they won't admit when they get beat. They'll admit it. They'll be like, yeah, they beat us today.
But you're a Kansas City fan, right, Chris?
I live in Kansas City.
Well,
I better be in Kansas City.
Really, Roberto?
Well, hey, I didn't know he lives in Kansas City. Maybe he likes his shirt. I'm not a Cleveland fan. I'm just checking.
No,
I wanted to make it.
I've always been a Kansas City fan.
Since he's become your coach, have you not seen like a dramatic change in the establishment?
Absolutely.
I have to say, I always liked him as a coach, and when he went to Kansas City, I liked him even more because he brought this team. Because even back in the day when you guys had the two running backs, Christian Collier and
Jamal Charles,
I used to love Kansas City the way they played, right? He brought back what we used to be back in the day. And I said he was just one piece away because he was always making it to the playoffs and never making it to the dance. Always making it, never making it. One player away, and it was Mahomes.
Real quick, I just want to say that I hope for his entire career, Patrick Mahomes stays in the AFC. I don't want him anywhere in the NFC whatsoever because I really do think he is one of those like once in a lifetime players, and he's going to dominate.
I agree.
Stay the AFC.
And if nothing else, Kansas City did the one thing I think everybody was hoping they wouldn't do. Not only did they sign him for a long-term contract, which I don't think that as long as his contract is, I'm not positive if he'll be playing that whole time, just because he does have a very dangerous way of playing, and we saw that last year. But also, I'm not sure if like all these multi-tool quarterbacks that can run and can pass with that arm and stuff like that, I'm not sure how long he's going to have that it factor, but we just signed him to a time that it doesn't matter. And we have him, and now everybody knows not only do we have him, but we also figured out a way to sign a lot of these other players and keep them here for a little bit longer.
Backloaded like a mother, they have
it is. Everything's backloaded, but that's sheer
contract.
Genius. That's how you've got to do it. And the fact is the Kansas City Royals showed it too in 2014, 2015 when we won the World Series. The team wanted to stay together, so they figured out a way. I'll take a pay cut. I'll do this. I'll do that. Put it on the backside of this contract. Do this. A team that wants to win, that knows they have something special, will work together however it is. Chris Jones that just got the new contract this past year? I think so. They franchised him, or they thought they were going to franchise him, and then they finally figured it out. The past 2 years, they've been fighting over this contract. Well, he knows now with this championship that they can do it again. So what did he do? He worked it out. He figured it out. He's like, okay, yeah, I want to stay. I mean, we got something here. I want to stay. So they worked it out. That's what happens when a team wants to win, when they know they can win, when they know they have it right now, they want to figure it out. So they figured it out this past year with several contracts that they're going to be together for at least 2 to 3 more seasons.
This is sounding a lot like AM radio in the Kansas City area now.
I know.
Let's see if we can get enough play anyway.
And I'm about to cut that shit off.
Great.
Okay?
Thank you.
There's the Lamar Jackson question.
Stephen A. Smith says the Cowboys will lose to the Giants. Do you think he is right?
No.
Stephen A. off of First Take says the Cowboys will lose to the Giants.
Have to come back for this one.
Right.
This is a question that I put up there just for you, man. Absolutely, the Cowboys lose tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not even going to ask where they're playing.
in Dallas.
I hate agreeing with Stephen.
No. Oh, do you mean explain why they're not going to lose? Because they're playing the Giants.
I can tell you, if the Giants beat Dallas, you better not ever come back on this show and say anything positive about Dallas Cowboys.
If they lose to the Giants,
I'm telling you that right now.
Let's be honest. But I'm telling you right now, they're going to win by at least 14 points. They're going to win by 2 touchdowns. The Giants are garbage. Okay. Normally, I don't like doing this because I don't like to jinx them, but it's the Giants.
You better be careful, man. You saw the first couple of games of the season.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's the Giants.
Mad. Remember what you said, Mad. They got to win one game, right? They got to win one game.
The Giants? This ain't it.
Okay. He said the Cowboys will win by at least 14 points. We got that.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and
write it down. Write all of it down.
Damn, dude.
I stand by what I say.
All right.
14.
Okay. All right. The Texans fired their head coach, Bill O'Brien, after a heated debate with J.J. Watts. Was his firing valid?
100%. This guy should have been fired so long ago.
As soon as he said, "Hey, I want to trade Hopkins," you're out.
J.J. Watts ain't the man he used to be either.
He sabotaged that team. He sabotaged that team.
Yeah,
I don't know why he got rid of Johnson. I don't understand that move.
Yeah, they haven't performed to what they've look like. That's why I've been picking them every week and losing or whatever.
I don't know why you keep picking them for.
I don't know why he let. I don't know why he let Clowney go.
Clowney was a little bit more understandable. He's a pain in the ass, but
he got injured a lot too.
But Hopkins, I mean, what the hell are you thinking, man?
I think Clowney wants 15 sacks a year money when he's only producing 7.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to get 15 when on the other end of the damn line.
No, but he wants that kind of money, Danny. How's he going to get that kind of money and he's not putting up those numbers?
Did anybody ever sign Clowney?
I don't think so.
I don't think
and
so.
he was so big coming out, like he was a phenom, and he seems like a bust.
Again, very injury prone. He's been hurt like how many
years? If it wasn't for that one play he had in college where he blows up the running back, like I mean, that's all anyone knew.
That was crazy. The guy's helmet went flying.
Yeah, that's a first round pick, and basically that is like really. It's not the only thing, but that certainly elevated him at least 2 rounds.
Yeah,
Anzo, now that he's gone, do you think I should keep picking the Texans? Maybe they'll finally get some wins in. No.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna tell you what to think.
I like.
I wouldn't.
The interim head coach, Comel. He's one of Belichick's people. I like him as a defensive coordinator. I think he's a great defensive coordinator.
He's going to be an interim.
Yeah, I know, but he's going to be the oldest head coach to ever coach in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's true. Yeah.
Clowney plays for the Tennessee Titans.
Does he? Okay. I thought maybe he got picked up, buddy.
Oh, Clowney got picked up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, by the Titans, where everyone goes to the end of their careers.
I think last year when he got picked up by Seattle, if I'm not mistaken, last year.
Last year I think when he played,
he only played a season or 2 and they let him go. He must be shitty in the room.
And as much as you say the Titans where they go to die, they have a better record than the Cowboys.
No, I mean, and historically, Randy Moss went there. There's been multiple players that somehow end up in Tennessee.
That's like the Jets too. Same thing. LaDainian Tomlinson's career ended there, and some other notable ones.
Hey, look, we have some of those too. I mean, we had Wiley, Marcellus Wiley. We had him die. Eddie George. We had him die on the Cowboys. We've had our fair.
Yeah, I mean, T.O. had a great year. Well, now he had a good year, but then after that,
the Cowboys. He had multiple great years. Are you kidding?
2 good years, 3 good years.
About that.
I think like probably closer to 4.
Did he?
4 of a how long career though? Of a 4-year career?
I don't know about that.
He had a great year every year he played for the Cowboys.
I know the 1 year he. Okay, all right. You know better than me. You pay more attention to the Cowboys than I do.
All right.
But for a Cowboys fan, they could do no wrong, so a lot of their stats are bloated.
I can stop the got a lot of stuff that they do wrong.
Are we talking about Terrell Owens? Is that what we're talking about? How long he's played for them?
He's my quarterback.
Crying, he's my quarterback. Next one. No, go ahead.
Question number 11. Earl Thomas is expected to sign with the Texans. Do you think this will help their defense? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Another guy that stays bad in the locker room.
As long as you don't go to Dallas, I don't care.
No, I want him to go to Dallas because he's a room disruptor, Danny. He's a room disruptor. That's the word behind him.
Yeah,
that's his childhood team. That's his hometown. No, I don't want his ass.
Oh, I think him going there is like a grenade.
There were already players that stood up and said, "Do not bring him here."
You see what I mean, Danny? I want him to go to Dallas. I would love for him to go to Dallas.
Dak Prescott,
Dak Prescott's traded. Shit starts happening, man. That's a grenade. That's a grenade.
Locker room poison, man. That's the thing, you know. And if your locker room is already fragile, you don't want to bring in a guy like that.
Even fragile, if it's solid, you know, locker room poison isn't wanted on teams, man. They do not help. They do not help. Yeah. And he's talented. That's a sad thing.
Mm-hmm. Later, Chris.
Later, Chris.
Later, crazy guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
And guys, thank you very much. I'll try to jump on next week, and I'll probably have more time. I have a very important engagement to get to, so.
Enjoy, man. Good luck.
Fuck it up.
Peace.
I won't fuck it up. Don't worry, Matt. I know you're on my side on this. Thank you.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right. Final question. What are your weekly picks?
I think you missed one, no?
Yeah, I think you did.
Did he? No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Why does it feel like football goes faster than basketball?
Because we enjoy it.
That's true. Huh? So basketball is like the drive there.
You bunch of fucking haters, man.
Wait, Anzo, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If you had a choice of watching a football game or a basketball game at the same time, I know you're going to channel surf, but which one's getting your first love? Basketball?
It depends on who's playing.
And that's what I was
the top NFL game and the top NBA game are playing at the same time. Which one gets your first love?
You see, that's the thing.
However the scenario could be that your favorites are on both, which one are you choosing?
Basketball.
Okay, then your answer is evident. Me, it would be football.
That's why I said if the Spurs are playing and the Steelers are playing, I'm watching the Spurs.
Okay.
Hey, Josh, I put the stats for T.O. in the 3 years he played with the Cowboys.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out.
Oh, I thought you said 4 years. Sorry.
So before we get to our picks, before we get to our picks, I will give out the records. So Mad is sitting at 43-20.
Ew.
Roberto is sitting at 43-20. Danny, 45-18. Me, 45-18. And Josh, 19-12.
Yeah. Oh, 19-12.
Yeah, that's because
it's small sample size, you know.
Yeah, he wasn't there for the first couple of weeks.
It's not small enough for it to be that close.
You're almost batting 500 there, Josh.
I'm still
getting no money from me for picks. Sorry, brother. No offense.
No, dude. Right? Whatever. I'm not going to get into that.
Don't you put money on games?
What's that?
Don't you bet a lot? Don't you bet like money?
I do well. I did well that one Sunday.
Because you know what he does? He goes against the picks he makes with us.
I did. That's totally what I did. Sunday, I totally did that. I picked the Packers after.
That makes sense.
I may start doing that too, man.
Because,
like I said, small sample size for me just to see, there's no preseason or any of that stuff. So,
well, and plus with betting, the points, you know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That all comes into play.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes. It does.
Looks like Danny's making his picks.
Like Mads, you picked the Cowboys to win by 2 scores. You wouldn't bet on that though.
No, not 2. I think they're 9. I think they're like favored by 9.
Is Cam?
I'm
Cam
taking
Newton
Giants.
still out?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But
it's between Stidham and Hoyer.
But just to let you know, we all picked Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay lost. So
Yeah, well, you know what? They shouldn't have lost that game.
Okay.
But it was a good game.
I will call out the game, and then everybody will go around. You ready to get them, Alonzo?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
First game is Panthers versus the Falcons. Alonzo, who you pick?
Me, I picked Carolina.
Okay, Mad.
I'm going to go with Carolina.
Roberto
Atlanta.
And Josh.
Carolina.
All right.
Roberto went with hold on. ATL. Roberto went with ATL. Josh went with ATL.
No,
I went Carolina.
Carolina. Okay, yeah. And Danny?
I'm going with the Panthers.
Okay.
Let me write these names. Well, you're gonna send the list tomorrow, right? Alonzo?
Yeah. I'll send the list.
Next game is Raiders versus the Chiefs. Roberto, what you going?
Chiefs.
Josh.
Chiefs.
Mad.
Chiefs, man. All the way.
Chiefs.
And I'm going with the Chiefs as well. Next game is the Rams versus Washington.
Oh, shit.
Roberto.
Pressure on me, Rams.
Josh.
You know what? Rams.
Yeah, I was about to say, stop playing with them. You know you're picking the Rams.
I know. I'm just trying. I got to take one upset.
You know what? They're starting another quarterback, so they might use that momentum. But yeah, the Rams.
I'm debating, man.
Mad.
Oh, Rams. Like, yeah, I think, yeah.
You think that hurts?
I went with the Rams.
Just so you know, Danny, I got the Giants.
Hey, Danny.
Dallas. Just so you know,
Yeah.
I got the Giants.
Yes, sir.
Are you going last so you can see who we all picking first before you decide who to make your picks?
No, sir. I'll go first the next two.
Okay, just checking. Because I got my picks already made. So.
Next game is Eagles and Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers.
Damn right.
Anzo.
Yes.
Steelers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can put me down. I'll take what Anzo's having. I'll go with the Steelers as well.
All right, Josh.
I have to because the Eagles are just so bad. Steelers.
All right, Roberto.
Eagles.
Let's see.
Do it. You know you want to. Oh, that Carson Wentz.
You think I'm going to take that victory? There's no way. I got the Steelers.
Next game is Cardinals versus Jets. I get the Cardinals.
I don't know, man. Cardinals been letting me down hard 2 weeks in a row. Fuck.
I got
Roberto,
the Cardinals.
next, then. You got the Cardinals, Anzo?
Yes.
All right, man. What you got?
Oh, yeah. No, me too. Yeah.
Wait, is
Josh,
Darnold out or no? Do you know?
No, Darnold's out.
Oh, he's out? All right, then I got to take the Cardinals.
I need to know who their backup is because I think their backup might be better than Darnold.
If Darnold was in, I would have tried to take like them, but now I'll take.
What, he got mono again? What happened?
I don't know. He was doing some fake limp on the side of the line. You know?
Ghost attack, ghosts.
25-year-old gets fucking mono.
What's the game again? Sorry, Jets and
Arizona.
Cardinals.
I'm gonna go. This is the last one I'm giving you guys. Arizona, bitches.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Last one I'm giving these guys because Anzo reminds me every week.
Fucking Darnold, man. If it wasn't for Darnold, I would have took the Jets. But man.
The Jaguars and the Texans. Who you got, Josh?
Texans.
Shit.
I'm doing it again. Texans. This is their time. New coach.
Jaguars too is another team keeps letting me down. Fuck.
Man, who you got?
Man, I'm gonna take the Texans, dude.
Wasn't Houston supposed to beat that team they played last week? Who did they play last week?
I was gonna tell you.
They should have won that game, if I'm not correct, because we all took Houston, right?
Yes, we did.
They played the Vikings.
The Vikes, yeah.
Are you sure I didn't pick the Vikings? I have to check with Mike.
No, I think you took the Vikes. You were the only one that took the Vikes.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I'd have to check it, but yeah.
I'm 100%. Yeah, like.
All right, Roberto, who you got?
Sorry?
Who you got?
I thought you were thinking about it.
Yeah, I was saying, who the fuck are the teams again?
Houston, Jacksonville.
Because they're two boring ass teams, man.
I know.
Oh my lord, boy! If we was about to go out, you'd be left.
Okay, give me the Jaguars.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
Anzo, who you got?
I took the Texans.
All right, I'm taking the Jags.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
I didn't get
next
nice.
game is
No, I mean just because I don't even know why.
I took the chance.
Nice to you too, man. Good
Nice
luck.
to know you might go down with me, Danny. I feel much better now.
It's always harder to be the first one that jumps off the cliff.
It is.
I'll give
It
that.
is. I only took the Jags because I forgot who the other team
Danny was more confident about it. He was like, "Jags."
My attention span's a little disrupted.
I don't have no faith. I got faith in Deshaun Watson, but that's all I got faith in. He can't do it by himself.
I expect him to get that boost, that morale boost with the new coach. You know, when a defense coordinator, because I think he's usually liked by all the players anyway. So I think they're going to play hard for him.
They're due for a win too.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if that means anything. That phrase.
No.
Yeah, Jacksonville lost to Cincy last week, so that's why I'm taking Houston.
Yeah, but Cincy was at home.
Yeah, Houston's at home too.
Yeah, but Houston's not Cincy. I think Houston's worse than Cincy.
I tell you what, you asked me if it's going to be Jags, and I forget who the other team is. I'm going to go whoever that other team is.
Well, we'll just see. Hey, man, we'll see.
Next team is going to be the Bengals versus the Ravens. I'll go first. I'm going with the Ravens. No brainer.
I took the Ravens.
Mad.
I'm going to take the Ravens, but I feel like the Bengals could do it, but I'm going to take Ravens.
Josh.
Ravens, 100%.
Roberto.
Ravens.
All right. Next
I just
is
don't feel good about
Dolphins and 49ers.
I took San Fran.
Dolphins and 49ers.
Yeah, you can sign me up for that.
All right, Josh.
Everybody's healthy. Fitzmagic is healthy. Fitzpatrick is healthy. I should know this before, but I'll take the Dolphins. I'll try to take the Dolphins. Fitzpatrick is playing.
Roberto.
On the road.
It's all right.
I'm going with San Fran.
Roberto.
I'm
going with the Dolphins.
I was really leaning towards the Dolphins, but I just don't. Fitzpatrick, we'll see.
Okay.
I'm scared of Fitzpatrick, man.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was like, he had a bad game last game where he's due to bounce back, man. But
I don't know. He's streaky, man.
Because they're at home.
They're going to play tough. I'm sorry.
San Francisco.
See, I ain't too. I'm not scared of Garofalo. I'm not scared.
I don't think he's playing.
Garoppolo's not back.
I don't think he's back yet.
No, he isn't.
Fucking. It's iffy. It's still questionable.
It is. You saw the way he played last game, that quarterback?
Because
he lost that game.
That quarterback for San Francisco fucking used Kittles to help me win my week last week. So I'm going with San Francisco as long as he's in there, boy.
Okay. Next game is Giants and Cowboys.
Giants.
Damn.
You don't want to take a second there, Roberto, and think do I want to actually have this win?
Did I think with Cleveland? No. Why would I think with the Giants?
I took Dallas.
It's division, man. It's different game.
Josh, who are you taking?
Sticking to my guns. I'm taking the Giants. This is their one weird upset. It's got to happen because they always split. So
it's just too easy to give it to Dallas.
Split.
It's too easy to give it to Dallas.
The last 10 times, if not more. Yeah, they don't
really
split.
It's okay. I'm taking Giants. That's fine.
Josh, and when you go to make your money bet, keep the Giants.
No. I'm not making any money bet on this game.
No, I'm saying, you know how you make the opposite picks on your money bet? Don't make it on this one. Trust me, this is the one that's going to get you over the edge.
I went with Dallas, Danny.
I'm going with the Cowboys as well.
Okay.
Good to see it, Danny. Good to see it.
And Mad's Cowboys, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh no, Mad's Giants. Sorry.
It ain't because I like them, bro. This is business.
Yes.
You know what? You have to look at the last couple of games, Danny, because you know the Giants, their offense is bound to explode, and what better defense than Dallas? But it's okay. You know, you're free to choose your picks.
With Saquon hurt?
It's okay. Give a new kid a chance. Someone that Dallas isn't prepared for. He's going to run for 228 yards.
I just hope they don't have to rely on Danny Dimes.
How many yards did Cleveland? 300 and some odd yards. I think the Giants can do something.
I just told you
in the past?
They got the best 2 running backs in the NFL now.
Well, they only needed one.
They got Hunt and Chubbs is the best.
It was only Hunt. Chubbs went down in the first quarter, Danny.
Yeah,
so that was all Hunt.
He came back.
No, he did not.
I thought he did.
That was all Hunt. You want him to go. If he came back, it would have been 500 yards.
It was the other guy, too. It was Hunt and then the backup to him. Both of them.
I guarantee you, the Chiefs wish they wouldn't have got rid of Hunt now. I would have overlooked that.
Oh, yeah.
That wouldn't have been balance. That was simple assault. They
I wish Washington picked him up.
Yep. They did not have a romantic relationship. That was simple assault. I went and get my PTI, get the expunge my record, and keep on trucking.
Mad.
They gave up on him too easy. That guy was skilled.
Mad, can you tell me, you said that they never split or they haven't split in the last 5 years or whatever?
Oh, easily.
Really?
I mean, I can, okay. I'll find it for you.
Yeah, can you do that? Yeah. Because I wanted to know that too.
Okay.
I thought that all those teams.
The next game is the Colts versus the Browns. Where you got, Josh?
Is everybody healthy? Everybody's healthy.
Also got Cleveland.
Yes, sir.
You got Mad.
I'll take Cleveland. Oh, sorry.
Cleveland.
Josh got Cleveland.
Gotcha.
Cleveland Browns, the ones that put their foot in Dallas Cowboys' ass last week. Remember them?
The Colts. They're playing the
Colts.
And they're playing in Indy. I'm going to take the Colts.
They're playing in Cleveland.
Oh,
Wait, I thought it's always the second team. That's the whole
team.
Yeah,
that's what I've been going
I don't know.
It's the Colts versus the Browns.
Yeah.
Colts are first, then the Browns.
Okay.
I'm still going to take the Colts.
Okay.
I'm still going to go with Indy.
Okay. Who you got, Roberto?
The Colts.
All right, I got Cleveland.
Cleveland can't handle the number 1 defense in the NFL. I think that guy's going to get sacked like potatoes.
Maybe. We'll see.
Just going off of what they're saying.
Okay, the next game is the Vikings at Seahawks.
Oh.
I took
going
Seattle.
first.
Okay,
I got Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, Seattle, no brainer.
Yeah. Me too.
Go
Seattle.
ahead. What you got, Roberto?
Seahawks.
Josh.
Seahawks.
Mad.
Seahawks.
Of course.
All right. Next game is Broncos at the Patriots. Without
Is Cam back? Oh, without Cam.
I'll go first. I still got Patriots.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. That guy they put in, he looked horrible, man. What's his name?
No. Jared Stidham. He looked good for part of it, and they just threw that one.
Yeah, that pick. Oh my god.
Well, I will say here they got down in the little notes here that New England has won 5 consecutive home games against Denver, including playoffs.
That was quick. Okay, Danny, you took New England. I took New England as well. Josh?
Yeah, New England definitely. I think it's Jared Stidham's time to shine. As long as they don't put in Brian Hoyer, then we should be good. And that defense is amazing too. The New England defense is really good. And the quarterback for Denver is garbage. So Stipien or whatever the fuck. Ripien.
Yeah.
Ripon.
Who you got, Matt?
Seahawks.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Broncos at Patriots.
Oh, Patriots. Oh, I thought I already said Patriots. Sorry.
Okay. Next game is Chargers at the Saints. The note here is the Saints have won 4 of the last 5 games at the Chargers.
So did you say Chargers at Saints or Saints at Chargers?
Chargers at Saints. They're playing at Saints. They're playing in the dome.
Yeah.
I don't know now because that storm is going on, so I don't know. Tornado.
I got New Orleans.
Delta.
Yeah, me too.
I got Saints too.
Yeah, I got Saints.
I think everybody got Saints.
No, I'll take the Chargers, Danny.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the hell are you smoking, boy? Some good
Danny,
shit.
we missed the game. Buffalo,
About to get
Tennessee.
the last one now.
Oh, okay.
About to do that now.
Oh.
And the last
Buffalo,
game
Tennessee.
is Bills at the Titans. Bills at Tennessee.
I'm taking the Bills.
That's a tough one.
I also took the Bills.
Yeah, because that quarterback, man, I'm telling you, he's legit.
Allen, man. Josh Allen.
I am going to take the Titans.
Cool.
I'll take the Bills.
I don't know the tape, boy. I love some Derrick Henry. God, dog, boys. Fuck. Shit. Damn.
Come on, Danny, go for it twice.
One.
Hang on the ledge, brother.
It is.
Cannon Hill's all due for a breakout game.
Damn. I'm
You're egging him on, man. He's egging him on. Oh, man. The collusion there.
Hey, how many is he ahead of me? I got 2 games to catch up.
It's
early,
it's early in the
Danny,
year.
Take the Jets. Take the Jets, Danny. Got collusion there.
Listen, I'm giving him true heart experience, man. It's straight from the heart. I wouldn't steer you wrong, Danny.
Both of them. Yeah. Man, I ain't
It's too
listening.
easy. It's too easy to choose that, man.
Yeah. Send his ass out. Thank you.
Fuck.
You know, Matt, another thing I do, I take a lot of over.
I'll take the Bills. Let me take the Bills.
You gonna switch to the Bills? No problem. Fuck.
All that white noise down there from Canada messing me up.
Oh, you're gonna regret that decision, brother.
Looks like 2016 was the last time the Giants beat the Cowboys.
And mark down 2020 is the next time the Giants are going to beat the Cowboys. You can write that down, Mads. You can write that down.
Man, I didn't know that, man.
Okay.
So the
Let's
list
go ahead
is
and
made.
go back up. Go back up. We're going to catch up with the list. Samuel Shoke says that Skip Bayless got too many excuses for Tom Brady. I agree with you 1,000%, brother. Skip Brady think that Tom Brady that can walk on water, that he's done already been to heaven and came back and went and slapped the devil in hell. So I agree with you 1,000%. 1,000%. He think Tom.
Sorry, Danny, for cutting you off.
There's the episode last year. I don't know if y'all seen it, but Skip and Shannon got heated. And I think Shannon wanted to put hands on Skip because Skip said that Shannon was jealous of Tom Brady because his career lasted longer. And Shannon went off on him. So if y'all ever pull that up, man, it's quite entertaining.
But they've been getting heated recently too, because what I was gonna say, they had a topic about this one with the 4th down, and Skip was just making all kinds of fucking excuses for Brady, man. It was annoying to the point where Shannon was like they were yelling back and forth, bro. It was crazy.
I don't watch those shows.
Hey, if they break up the Shannon Skip duo, I think it's time to start thinking maybe it's Skip that's the problem. Because Stephen A. Smith and him,
I'm not saying this because I think Shannon carries the show. And there was an episode where Skip said something very insensitive about when Dak Prescott admitted that he had depression. And Skip had to, the next day, he had to apologize himself, but he took some heat from that because I think Skip just says stuff sometimes just to be an asshole about it.
I don't even watch that show. I don't even watch that show, to be honest, and all I ever hear is bad stuff about this guy Skip. So I'm like, why would I even watch it?
But to be real though, Matt, Skip created this shit, right? So him and Stephen A. He started it with Stephen A. And then he had got an offer to go do Undisputed. So he left Stephen A. with that show, and then he went to go do Undisputed, and then he recruited Shannon Sharp to do that show.
Yeah.
So Skip is the leader.
Yeah. I think I've said this before that like part of what they have to do is they have to say outrageous things so that they're put out there so people are like, oh, they have to stay relevant. Yeah, they have to stay relevant.
Fox didn't want Shannon. They wanted another journalist.
You're right.
But Skip said no. We gotta have Shannon because they didn't think you could talk nothing but football. But Shannon said, "Look, man, if you go to what that show called, was it something about smoke or something?
All that smoke.
He explains the whole situation. And the same
I might
thing,
not like
Skip
Shannon, but I feel he's righteous.
Skip saved Stephen A. ass too. They had kicked Stephen A. off the show, and Skip recruited and lobbied for Stephen A. to come back. Now I think that Skip got a little mad because Stephen A. came back, and now, unless my information is wrong, Stephen A. is like the highest paid sports broadcaster out there. Right now, he's the top dog.
That's because
last time I
ESPN
checked,
has been making bad business decisions.
I think he's in excess of $12 million a year, and I think Skip signed for like 5.
That could be it. That could be the reason. That could be the reason why Skip left. I can say that. You know, it makes a lot of sense, especially when you're the creator and then you come in and you go to the back.
Great reason for haterade.
Yeah, but Skip says things that I don't think he believes. Like LeBron James is overrated, and Tim Tebow is one of the best quarterbacks.
I don't.
You don't believe that shit.
Listen, all those talking heads.
LeBron, man. He hates LeBron. I don't know why.
Yeah, but Danny, you hate LeBron too, but you know that he's a good player. Like Skip's like, he's overrated. He sucks.
I hate him. The only thing I hate about LeBron is that when people say that he's better than Jordan, it gets me into a frenzy. They hear it every day and they say that motherfucker ain't this, that motherfucker ain't that, or his psyche, or he missed a shot because of this. I don't see all that. And Skip could bring up the most obscure fact. And this is what really pisses me off with him. When he's talking about Dak Prescott and quarterbacks that he loves to preach QBR. Did you see the QBR? Did you see the QBR? Then when the QBR works against him, he don't say much about QBR. He downplays it.
No, it's not relevant if the Cowboys lose.
Oh man, fuck that! Don't be hitting me over the head and pistoling me and telling me that it's raining. Fuck that. No. So that's why I like his ass. He ain't consistent.
Real quick, you got to keep in mind all of these talking heads, and the same goes on like CNN and Fox News and everything else. Like, this is just hyper. Like, it's not necessarily that they don't believe it, but it's a very hyperbolic, like it's a very exaggerated expression of what they believe. It's because they're going to make it bigger so that they have more eyes on them. And they have to. I'm not mad about it because they have to, so they stay relevant, so they can get work.
I understand, and I agree with you. I have no problem with that, but don't say like one episode Skip said that Kawhi Leonard was the best player on the planet. If you go back to the last Halloween show, he said it, and that's when he came out there. He had on Kawhi number jersey, and he had on Kawhi shoes that Kawhi sent him. When Shannon Sharp brings that to his attention, no, I never said that.
I seen that. Yeah.
No, motherfucker, you said he was the best player. Go back and watch it. That what kind of chaps me. I say this shit. I can't save it now, but when I had this, I DVR. I save all that shit. Nope.
And the funny thing is, someone made a video of all the times he said LeBron was better. Kawhi was better than LeBron. So there's a video out there where Skip is saying, LeBron. And then they say, no, I never said that. And then it goes to clip, LeBron, Kawhi is the best player ever.
Square One is a better sports show than that shit.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah,
Square One.
Facts.
Oh, sorry.
Phantom's on his ass.
What? Damn, that should have been automatic.
Your ass, you will not be back on the show no more this year. So thank you. He said, "What the fuck is a square one?"
I swear to God,
Eddie emoji.
I was looking down at my phone. I was writing something down, and then I was thinking, there was a square one on Fox. Okay,
yeah, square one. Way better than Undisputed. Way better than the other. What is the other first take? Way better than Jamel Hill and who's the other idiot? Who's the guy that was with Jamel Hill?
I don't know. Let's see how the Dallas Cowboy fan squirms his way out of this.
No, listen. There was a show called Square One. I think it was Square One. I think it was on Fox Sports. That's what came to mind when I was thinking about it. And in my defense, Onzo and Danny and I appreciate this. They've put me on so many streams, and Onzo's always like, "Hey."
and Dan
Too much information. Delete.
Yeah, that's another one. Dan Lebitard, I can't stand him either. He's another jackass that's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know the names of half the shows.
You go to Pardon My Interruption. You hear the old two men talk facts and argue.
I haven't watched that
other.
forever.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Tony and the other one, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one in a minute either.
I used to like First Take too.
I like First Take too, but it's.
I go on Reddit. Reddit is good. Reddit has good information.
What?
Reddit. It's just like a site where they talk.
Yeah, no, I know. Wait, Reddit.
Reddit.
Are you talking about
the forum? The forums, Reddit. Like if you want to know about different sports.
Yeah, Reddit. Mm-hmm.
What matchup do you want to see in the playoffs? I want to see Pittsburgh versus Kansas City. You might see it, bro.
I want to see New England versus anybody. Probably Kansas City.
Daniel says Skip said Watson was better than Mahomes. Yeah, he fool. I'm a big Watson fan, but he's not better than Mahomes.
Yeah, that's ignorant. Yeah. What are you doing?
One last question before we go.
Mm-hmm.
I hit my camera.
Oh, okay.
I hit my camera out of focus. Yeah, I slid it back with my feet. Last question. Who is your favorite sports announcer or play-by-play?
Can I tell you my least favorite?
I know who mine is. It should be everybody on this panel too, because we already talked about it before.
Mine is Tony Romo. If you're meaning now,
that's my least favorite.
Analysis.
Yeah,
if you're talking now, Tony Romo.
Yeah.
I would love to have seen Tony Romo with Pat Summerall and John Madden. That would have been an awesome 3-team.
Yeah. Tony Romo does this passive aggressive thing where he hates the Patriots, and other people that I know in my circle, yeah, you know it. You already know it. It's like the most I hate. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
The worst part though is that like the Cowboys only play one, maybe twice a year on CBS. So I really never, because I'm not watching AFC. I watch NFC games way before I watch anything that happens in the AFC. So I don't ever really get to listen to Tony Romo as much as what I would like. But he's really like him.
He's really good. And he's honest, you know. He's too honest. Do you really want to know the play? Yeah. Okay, so here's the play. Da 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 da. And he breaks it down to
that sucker.
Wow.
He'll look at a formation and call it almost to the T with a quarterback.
Who's going to get the ball? Right down to who's getting the ball. Here's the second option. Here's the third option.
When it comes to the Patriots, he's literally like, he'll find a way to be like, oh, they shouldn't have done that, or this guy's over the hill. It's so subtle. I can't even repeat what he says.
Now, for play-by-play.
Now, 4 of us like Tony Romo. Are you coming here talking that bull crap about the Patriots?
It's
okay?
It's all right.
You're about to find yourself in the phantom zone if you keep it up. I'm giving you a public service announcement. Tony Romo is the best. Say it with me. Say it with me. Tony Romo is the best.
No,
I got somewhere you're going to go. You can say it in there all you want to.
We can't hear you.
Danny, for play-by-play, though, Joe Testatori is going to be my guy.
Oh.
So he does a lot of boxing. He also is on Holy Moly, the putt.
I think Matt is better at boxing than he is on that First Take.
Oh, Max?
Take up here.
Max,
you
sure.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Max is good with boxing.
Max knows what he's talking about with boxing, not so much with other sports.
I agree with that. Yeah, I like him and Joe Tessitore. He's the play-by-play guy. Does a lot of the top-ranked matches and stuff. You'll hear him.
I like Joe Rogan
for a color commentary. Yeah, I see that for sure.
He does a lot of the octagon fighting, right?
Oh, he is like not as much now because he has a new deal with him, so he doesn't do all the fights like he used to. But yeah,
so
he's been there since the beginning.
Football? Who's your guys for football?
Play-by-play. I don't, man. I get stuck listening. Well,
what's his name? Summerall.
Pat Summerall. The best team was Pat Summerall and
Madden. Yeah, they're the best. Calling that game, it's almost like you're there.
Joe Buck's not as bad as what his
name was say. Bert something. What's his name? Bert. What was his name? He was on there for a long time.
On CBS, no?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about dark hair.
Yeah, big nose.
I don't care for Troy Aikman for the most part. Like, again, love Troy Aikman, right? 3 championships, but his color commentary and stuff,
it's a little bland, huh?
Yeah, and Joe Buck is already bland, but by design, he's the play-by-play guy. He's bringing it to you. And one of the things that he said, I heard him talking about something. I forgot it. I think it may have been World Series, and this big play happened. Instead of freaking out, he allowed the play to be the centerpiece rather than him. The focus to be on what just happened rather than on the call. And so by design, that's what he is. But Troy Aikman is so dry and boring. You know what I mean? Like I think Pat McAfee would be great with Joe Buck.
That's the kicker from the Colts or whatever.
Yeah. I think
he has a show on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, but he has done color commentary. I think he did it for the Detroit Lions game last year because they were thinking about bringing him in, but he has a certain brand, a certain like style, and so you've really got to be on board for him. If you know what I mean, if you're going to hire him, and I don't think they were on board.
There's some good mention on the side there. Marv Albert, Al Michaels.
Well, Marv Albert is more for basketball.
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth is garbage.
What about Jim Ross?
He's always comparing to himself, huh? Is it me?
Wait, Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler.
Chris, what's his name?
Yeah, Collinsworth.
He's always making comparisons to himself.
Didn't
he play football?
Yeah, he played Cincinnati Bengals.
He played for the Giants, no?
The Bengals. Lost in that Super Bowl against the Niners.
That's right.
He played with Boomer, didn't he? Right? What's his name? He's a CBS.
Yeah, Boomer Esiason.
Yeah, by the way, the CBS pregame show is the most boring thing. I mean, my God. Again, I'm NFC, so I'm watching Fox, the game day show, with
Terry.
Yeah,
Terry
and all of them.
Boys.
Everyone's full of life, and then you go to CBS for that one Cowboys game.
Terry is funny.
I like the one with Michael Irving and them guys.
I like the Tony Dungy and the other guy.
Not Al Michaels. I'm sorry. You talking about the half? The halftime for the NBC Sunday night game. Yeah. But CBS has the worst one.
Yeah.
Hate it. Anyway. So.
Yep.
You said something about the fight you're talking about.
Yeah, for next weekend. I'll definitely check it out. And even y'all in the chat too. So Lomachenko's fighting Lopez next Saturday night. Hopefully, Anzo will remember to add this to the lineup for next week. But we're gonna have a pretty good breakdown. Vasily Lomanchinko. If you haven't heard of him, he is a once in a generation type fighter. He is amazing. He's this Ukrainian guy. His dad trained him, and I mean the stuff that he does is amazing. He's a southpaw.
Is he more skill box or is he more of a bruiser?
No, he's skill. Unbelievable skill. He just has these shuffles that he did, like these moves that he does. Like So when you're up in the guard and he's just doing that little pitter patter jab to cover up what you can see, and he slides over to the guy's over to his side, to his shoulder, and before the guy realizes where he's at, he's just knocking him. Like he so many great things about his game.
Floyd? Is it similar to Floyd? Or?
No, his defense is awesome, but he is also very offensive as well. So
because I like that style, I like Floyd's style. That's
right. But he's going to hit combos. You know what I mean? And he's had 15 fights. He's 14-1. He has been every single fight that he's been in, except for his first fight professionally, has been for a title. He lost the second one to Salido because Salido was hitting. There was so many low blows, it was ridiculous, and he still almost won. It was a split decision, and then he beat. I mean, every match after that, it is for a championship or to defend his, and this is to unify the lightweight championship. Because he already has 2 of the belts. He just needs this third one from Lopez, and he's unified it. And this is him going up multiple weight classes already. His amateur record is 396-1. That one loss, he avenged it twice. He's a 2-time gold medal champion in back-to-back Olympics.
Damn.
The dude is.
You getting a cut for this promo?
No, I'm into it, man. Now, what's your pick? What's your pick?
Well said, man. Well said.
Decision.
This guy better win the way you just talked. He better win, no doubt.
I have no doubt. I'm telling you.
Who's he fighting?
Lopez. Lopez.
Mexican?
He's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Maybe Puerto Rican. I think he may be Puerto Rican because New York.
Because those guys that come out of Mexico, they have hearts of lions, man.
No, he's born and raised in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So I've never heard him say what he is because he's very I'm American. Just runs his fucking mouth so much about Lopez. By the way, real quick, all right, 4 fights in a row against top fighters. They refused to leave the corner to continue to fight Lomachenko. 4 times.
Yeah? They threw in the towel?
4 in a row. The last one.
Threw in the towel?
Yes. 4 in a row.
Damn.
The last guy.
Stop doing that.
After the fight, they're like, they asked him about it. He goes, this is Lomachenko. I guess I changed my name to Nomaschenko.
Damn.
So
throwing shit at Duran, huh?
No, it was just because everybody's like, no mas, I don't want to fight Lomachenko anymore. Because he will embarrass you. He will make you look like you do not belong in this sport.
What about the other guy, Lopez? You said.
Lopez is very raw. Very he doesn't. So Lomachenko's 32, right? He's a little older, because he spent so much time in the amateurs and the Olympics and everything. So they have about the same amount of fights. But Lopez has not fought the level of talent that he is about to be against. Lopez is very strong. He's pretty fast, but all of his is power. He will knock you out if you let him. But he has never came anywhere close to fighting someone with the boxing IQ and the skill, the athleticism, the footwork that he is about to go against. It is not.
Tell you what, I don't know how much this man paid you, but he paid you well, buddy, because you are on it.
You know your ish, man. You know your ish.
I'm a huge boxing fan in general, but I mean, Lomachenko may be my favorite boxer of all time.
Wow,
he better than Muhammad Ali.
I didn't say he was better. I said he's my favorite.
Okay.
All right. If I was around to watch Muhammad Ali, clearly he would be my favorite, but I wasn't. So, you know what I mean? I have to go and Mike Tyson.
There's a wonderful thing called YouTube. You go back and see all that stuff.
It's not the same though.
Muhammad
it's not
Ali's
the same
more like a hero for me. He's more like a hero, more so than my favorite. He's my hero.
Muhammad Ali, he talked that shit and he backed.
Yeah, he walked it. He didn't let people punk him. He said, "Fuck you" to the system. I ain't taking what I ain't taking, and I respect that. Not too many people would mind like that.
Jumble between him and
George Foreman.
George Foreman. That was a fantastic fight because there's no way he should have won.
No,
Oscar De La Hoya. It's another one.
No, man. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is another one of my favorites. Roy Jones Jr. I mean, when he was in his prime, it was like no other. You know what I mean? He's just beating this guy and just.
I like Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Hagler. That's been who I watched.
Yeah, all those are great
that
fighters.
Was my boy. When Hagler got robbed, I kind of lost my interest. I thought he got robbed, and I know it's a big controversy, that fight he had. But ever since then, I kind of lost my heart for boxing, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, and that's been a lot. Like for me, like this is the first time.
Is sad.
Well, Fury and Deontay Wilder, like there's a lot to talk about there. But no, with Lomachenko, this is the first time I've been like, oh man, like in with a fighter. You know what I mean? I've always like paid attention, but it's been so long since there's been somebody that's just like drawn me into where I want to watch I've watched every one of his fights multiple times. And it's just because you always can pick out something new with the way with his footwork, with his movement, his defense. I mean, it's just, you just need to check him out.
You know what's sweet when you follow these guys when they're next to nobodies and you see something in them and then they become champions. That happened to me with GSP. I found him. I was channel surfing and I ended up on this French channel. He was fighting in some little town. And I was like, who is this guy? He's like a grasshopper. He just kept bouncing around, and he won his fight. And I'm like, man, this guy looks like he's going to go far. And sure enough, he ends up training with the guy who was once my employee. You believe that, Anzo?
Known as the greatest ultimate fighter
of all time.
Oh, come on, Spider, bro.
No, I'm not saying he is the greatest. I'm saying he's known as
one of them.
One of the greatest.
Yeah, I'll give you one of, but I think Spider still has that.
And Canadian.
Sometimes I can go the opposite way because I used to love. I remember Prince Naheem.
Oh yeah.
Used to come out
the
Yes, this
with
is
that guy. I loved him.
He got knocked the fuck out that time doing all that crazy shit.
Got embarrassed.
But he was entertaining, wasn't he?
No.
You know what? A lot of people hated on him. A lot of people hated on him, but I like the fact that he came out and did his thing. He was entertaining.
You were the one that brought him to my
yes, because he made me laugh, man.
And I watched him. But
he highlights the difference between Muhammad Ali. When Muhammad Ali was talking shit or whatever, he did it in a way that was still I don't even know how to explain it, but like modern day guys that do that, like Prince, whatever his name is, and the Lopez kid. Yeah.
You need a guy like that. You know what I mean? You have the proper guys, you have the respectable guys, and then you have that hateable, likable kind of guy.
Floyd Mayweather did it the right way.
You can't wait to see his show to see how he's going to come out. What's he going to do next?
I still love Floyd Mayweather Jr. And he talked a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but it was something about the way he did it was like, it was just different. Yeah, it was just different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It was like chess.
Yeah, but Prince
Naheem
was more like the Super Bowl, more like the touchdown celebration.
It's so funny that Matt says that.
Celebration.
No, he was more like a first down.
A lot of real boxers didn't like him. Boxing fanatos, they didn't like him for whatever reason.
They found he was disrespecting the game.
This is it. Thank you. They thought he was disrespecting, but I just think he's an anomaly. He's a once in a lifetime thing that comes around, does his little thing, and disappears. He's not recognized as a top 5, top 10, top 25. But if you say who entertained you, who made you want to wait to see his next fight, he's one of those
was
guys.
49-0, wasn't he? 50-0.
Yeah,
50.
Yeah.
But it's almost guaranteed Mayweather's going to win. I wasn't watching this guy's fights to see if he was going to win. I was watching to see what he's going to do next. You know what I mean?
Mayweather Jr. The thing about him, the reason why he got the reason he got to 49-0 is because of the way he fought. He was very defensive.
Technical.
But it's just one here.
Smart.
One here. One he's doing scorecard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Points.
Yeah. He wasn't fighting to knock somebody out.
Entertainment.
For points. Yeah.
No, not even entertainment.
It is entertainment for boxing fanatos. This guy lands 3-4 times more punches than he receives. That's entertaining.
I think he would have knocked out McGregor, but I don't think that counts.
Not to the general public, though. The general public, they see him. Yes, he's landing 3 or 4 times
more.
General
public wants to see knockouts.
Yeah.
They want to see
but boxing, listen, he wasn't one of my... Honestly, I wasn't a fan. I really didn't like watching his fights because of the fact he didn't knock people out. But when you look at the techniques he brought, It's unlike anybody else, you know?
Yeah, he's like the Tim Duncan of basketball.
Oh, get
Roberto,
him out of here.
Roberto,
What, he's still there?
It's because you don't want to watch 12 rounds either, though, possibly. Right?
I do.
Honestly, I want to watch a war of 12 rounds. I don't want to watch 12 rounds of this guy hitting everywhere 400 times, you know?
Like
400 shots to his left cheek, 600 shots to his right cheek, 300 shots. Yeah.
The Pacquiao Mayweather fight was trash.
I liked it.
It was trash. It was trash.
You know why that fight was trash, Sonzo? That fight was trash because it got delayed too long.
No, I agree.
If they fought when it was originally introduced, it would have been one of the top 5 fights of all time.
I can agree with that, but I find Mayweather, again, you know, he was his defensive ways, and I don't think Pacquiao
was nowhere near his prime.
as aggressive as he was.
He wasn't in his prime. He wasn't.
Mad, you got me excited. You got me excited, Mad. You got me excited for Lomanchinko.
So did you guys hear that McGregor wants to fight Pacquiao?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
I think I like McGregor.
All they care about. All McGregor care about now is that payday.
Money.
Floyd,
He beat Cowboys.
I think
I think he disrespected Floyd too much. Floyd probably would have gave him another chance if he didn't disrespect him so much. Because he got that payday because of Floyd. You don't think?
That was all theater. That's why
the hype was better than the actual fight.
The fight, yeah, I agree. Yeah. And I believe those two talked about it before the match. It was like, yeah, you do your worst, say whatever you want to.
That shit when he started telling him read a book. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't read. I don't care who you are. When you call someone illiterate in public, you might as well call them a pussy.
Yeah, but I think no. But hold on. I agree with what you're saying. But I think
that was low.
I agree with what you're saying. But 50 Cent had already called him out on that. You know what I mean? So it's out there. It's not like it was something brand new. 50 Cent has been.
I don't think 50 Cent had that. Even though he has a platform, he didn't have a platform like that to put it out.
Oh yeah.
No, but Anzo, this fight was world renowned.
I know, but this shit
50 Cent is world renowned.
But it wasn't that. It was 50 Cent was the tweet and what he said was.
Yes, what he said was wrong and bad. But where he put it out, it's like I whispered to you and Josh overhears and puts it out, or I say it on fucking TV.
No, but it went
when everybody's watching.
But it went viral though. It like millions of people seen that. It went
viral. In Canada too, right? They were over in Canada. I remember.
When you have a school bag on your back, you can't even read. Oh, that was dirty, man.
And then 50 put out a video of Floyd trying to read. Yes,
so I remember it.
Yes, he put out a video of Floyd trying to read.
Who cares, man? If he can't read, he can pay somebody to read.
Listen, I might not be able to read, but I sure enough could count.
Oh my God! Did you see?
I put a trailer for the fight next weekend in the private chat, so
I'll check it out. But I was gonna say, did you see that Floyd did a video where he pulled out all the watches he had?
Oh yeah,
and he was telling you $250 million watch.
What?
Well, that's an exaggeration, but he had a watch, one of them, his favorite one. It was worth a shitload of money, man. I was like, holy cow! And he had this big case, and he had like fucking 9 gold watches in there, bro. Platinum watches in there, bro.
Boat parties. You ever see his boat parties with all the chicks where they're just twerking?
Oh my God. Yo, this guy walks
like
around.
Every room he walks in, there's going to be girls twerking.
Yeah, for sure.
I just looked it up. Floyd Mayweather made $275 million on that fight against Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor made $85 million.
That's more than he ever made.
But you got to also understand it went through Floyd's production company.
Yes.
He was the A side.
Floyd gave him that chance.
Matt, how much will Lomanchinko
I'd fight Floyd Mayweather for $8 million, let alone $85 million.
Exactly. Exactly.
The first time he hit me, this how it gonna be. I'm gonna come in on some hype up music, and my name gonna be Danny the Glass Jaw Graham. And I'm coming all hyped up and stuff. And the time as he hit me, and we gonna be like a graze. I'm gonna hit the deck. look over at my wife, and she's gonna give me the thumbs up that the money in there. 10 count, I'm out. That's it. That's how it's gonna be. So if you ever hear me going up against a boxer, don't waste your money because it ain't gonna last up about 30 seconds.
Hey, you remember Damon Wayans' bit? Remember his bit about if he ever had to fight Mike Tyson? Like in this corner, sitting in a puddle of his own piss.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember. Yeah, but that's me too. I'm like that. If they said, "Yo, we want to give you an exhibition match," we're gonna put the headgear on you and stuff, and you gotta fight Mike Tyson for $5 million. I'm like, hey, I'm doing it. But
you might not remember who gave you the money or what it does.
Bro, like Danny said. The minute he throw that punch, whether it miss me, I'm going down. I'm going down from the wind of that punch.
But you're taking a much bigger chance than Danny dodging punches from Mike Tyson or Roy Jones. I'll take Roy Jones any day. I'm not. That's like a shotgun and a 22, man.
I can't wait. I can't wait to that match. I can't wait to that match.
Mike Tyson doesn't miss.
Roy Jones is gonna get his ass whipped. Because look at all those clips that Mike Tyson doing. He still look just as fast and powerful as ever. So
I think Roy Jones backed out. Yeah, I think
I don't. This was not a good idea.
If you guys really want to know,
I'm glad he paused. 3.5 million.
He fought guys they randomly called out of the stands, and these guys fucked him up.
Oh,
Roy Jones was like one of my all-time favorite, but he just doesn't know when to say when.
I too.
Tyson would kill him.
Yeah. That's why he backed out.
He probably one of those guys that beat him said, "You remember what I did to you? What do you think Mike's gonna do to you?"
I think one of the quotes was something about how Roy Jones is going in there just to fight, and Tyson's going in there to kill him.
Yeah, headgear. I don't care. I'm punching the headgear off his head.
Mike Tyson does not know another way, but like this is the best decision Roy Jones has made in a long time. Probably since he was in the Matrix movie.
Did you happen to see that movie where Mike Tyson fought Ip Man? I don't know if y'all watched that series. Oh my God. Boy, that shit, boy.
I seen that clip.
Tyson versus IP
Man had enough.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you see that?
It's in Ip Man 4.
Yeah, it was in the movie.
It's in
the damn movie.
In part 4. But you can find the clip on YouTube.
He gave Ip Man all he wanted, buddy. He gave Ip Man all he wanted, buddy.
Yeah, he's not bad with the fight choreography in movies for the most part. Like when I've seen him, like it looks good,
Yeah, it did look good.
As long as he doesn't have to talk, and try to say lines.
We love it though. We love that personality and the way he talks and stuff.
I love
for
it.
sure.
Fellas, this was an outstanding. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take your soul. I want to eat your babies.
I'm gonna eat your kids.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, lovers.
You have a problem.
Love Mike.
He said it's stupid, but I hope Obama going to be the next Star Wars movie. I don't want to see that.
Why?
Okay. Well,
as who?
What's stupid? That is true. It is stupid. That's right. I agree.
What does that? What does that mean?
He wants him to be Mace Windu. He wants him to be Mace Windu or something. I don't know.
Well, no. First of all, a human being cannot be a movie. Like
wait, this is sports talk.
Just the concept.
He meant be in the next movie, man. Be in the next movie.
If you're gonna say something stupid, at least have proper grammar
and use it on the right show.
My God.
Hey, listen. These are the guys that support me and Danny. Sometimes they come into other shows.
So hold on. I can come on your guys' show and talk hockey?
No, you're on the panel.
Sure.
No, I'm talking about your show, the other show, your movie show.
Yeah, we just don't have to answer it, but you could do it if you want.
No love, right? Thank you. Here we are talking about Obama in a Star Wars movie on a sports talk.
Yeah, you owe me time, whoever you were in the chat. I didn't.
It's okay. You all get love and attention. My bad.
I got to go into work, man. It was fun. It was fun talking.
Yeah,
I just got chewed out by the wife who's getting cold.
We're still live?
Yeah, we're closing it out.
We've been on 2 hours and 30. It was a great stream. Be back next Saturday if everything goes good with more exciting NFL questions because the NBA should be over. So I guess we have more NFL questions
Inbox.
to shoot the panel, but I don't have a problem with the NBA questions, Alonzo. So
I don't
keep
either.
it up. Thank you all for coming, guys. I appreciate it, man. I always have a good time with y'all. Good
Where one?
Please.
We're never.
All right, before we go, just let go around real quick. Tell people they can find you and rep out your show. If you get anything going on, let us know. Go ahead, Anzo. Go first.
Yes, you guys know where to find the channel. Big Afford Entertainment. We got the Rule of Three, Chaotic Conversation, Chaos List. Shit, my own show. I forgot that one. OOC. We got all these shows. Rob Storms, which I won't be on tonight, so you guys have some fun. But subscribe to the channel. Support us. I'm at 188. I'm trying to get to 200 subs. So, guys, please check it out. Peace.
Good deal. Josh, tell people they can find you at, sir.
Movie Aficionados and finally Gaming Aficionados on Facebook. And now I also have a YouTube channel where I do like super cuts where I talk shit about movies. And I'm putting in the work. So Movie Aficionados. Thank you.
Oh, that's cool, man. I need that link so I can subscribe.
I will. I'll get to you.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
man.
No. Like, I don't even know if you're even going to like it. Like, it's fine. You don't have to. You can look it up if you want to. I'm not going to promote it. I'm shutting all the lights down, so it's fine.
We know why that is.
We're done here.
Oh my Lord.
We know why that is.
Turning off the light.
We know why that is.
You can find me right here every Saturday, hopefully, God willing. And OOC. It's been a minute, but we'll be back. Ready for it?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Enough love to Danny.
This week, for sure. We will be back.
I am Danny, aka Comic Chat. Several shows. Myself, Anzo, seem to be a tag team on because most of these shows. Chris Knight, we make up the three called the Chaotic Crew. Mondays and Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me on the Chaos Conversation in the Chaos List. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find us on the Rule of Three. Me, Chris, and Anzo. Today on Saturdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, usually for about 2 hours, sometimes a little bit over. You can find the five of us here. We try to make up a good conversation, good content about sports. We make our picks, and we just try to keep things going. Next week, we will definitely be trying to talk about this boxing match that's coming up. So tune in for next week. Also, on Sundays, me, Anzo, Terrence, and John do Equilibrium, where we mainly talk about the boys. I haven't watched the last two episodes of the boys, so I got to do that tonight. So,
it's great.
Yeah. So
maybe you guys can help me with that one. I just started watching it.
Stick with it.
The boys is good, man.
I got one of the boys on my channel, Laz Alonso, Mother's Milk.
How
what do you mean
that?
you haven't watched the channel?
I meant that's that. I mean,
Wait, what do you mean?
Your show good, man. Yeah, he had Lonzo on there talking about his show. The shit was awesome, man.
What?
Nice.
Mother's Milk.
Laz Alonso, yeah.
The guy that played Mother's Milk was on his show.
Check out my channel.
Him on his show talking about Josh's show. The shit was fire, man. I was like, damn, how the hell he did that?
Thank you.
Congrats, yo. Congrats, yo.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Look, you got mad all jealous. How'd you do that? You're on the bottom.
I looked for Stormfront Aya Cash, but she wasn't there though. But,
Stormfront would have been nice to have her.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Stormfront, that one that shoots the lightning?
Yeah.
Oh man, she's wicked, man.
Yeah. How far are you in?
I'm only episode 4, season 1, 6, episode 6, maybe.
But
it's kind of getting a little dry, man. That's why I'm asking.
You've seen season 1, though, right?
Am I on season 2?
If you've seen Stormfront, you're in season 2.
100%.
Yeah, I'm on season 2.
Okay.
Episode 5 or something like that.
Okay, there's
but
only
it's getting a little dry.
There's only 8
Go back and watch season 1. Go back and see season 1. You'll like it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, season 1.
Sure. I thought season 1 was better. There's a lull in the middle of season 2.
I did see season 1.
Okay,
I started right from the beginning. That's why I'm finding out season 2 is a little dry compared to season 1. Season 1, I was like, shit. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of movie I've been wanting to see for the longest time. Superhero movie with gore. That's wicked.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
I know a lot of things about like the behind the scenes, and for season 3, like I'm really excited, and I'm getting geared up for some of the stuff that's going on in that too, man.
Can't wait.
I'm figuring it's like Power, because season 2 of Power put me to sleep too, and then season 3 got much better and so forth.
I was waiting for that. I was like, Danny, you're not going to send him out?
This stream is going so long.
I know.
You will not
Danny,
talk bad about Power.
I'm not talking.
Power
I said one season was
is
slow.
the
I
shit.
loved it. Danny, you got me wrong. I said one season was slow, but then it got wicked, and you cut me off.
Are you watching Power? Book 2?
I'm letting it build up. I'm letting it build up. I watched the first 2. I'm letting it build up.
Peace.
Right.
I saw
All
the
I got to
first
say,
2.
man, is I am cheering for Tyreek now. I can't believe I can do it.
Who, the kid?
You gotta watch book 2, man.
I hated the kid in the other ones. I hated the son. Disrespectful.
You gonna love it.
Like I said, I saw 2 episodes and I'm already liking it. I held up because I don't want to get to where I have to wait next week to see another episode. I want to catch them.
I'm gonna
watch that
get
shit
sent
tonight.
to the Phantom Zone, but I
I
didn't
know
like.
he hates Power. He calls it gay. He called it gay. I'm like, how do you call? Maybe what was that other one?
Empire.
Now that was weak. Power is far from.
Now I've heard
weak.
a lot of my friends talk about P Valley. I ain't never watched that one.
Which one?
Called P Valley.
Never heard
P
of
Valley.
Never heard of it.
You want a good
late
show?
at night?
Let me write that down.
Yeah, probably does. Like 3:00 in the
Like
morning.
on Cinemax.
You want a good show though?
Chris,
Yeah.
you want to tell people? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say,
Go ahead,
want to see a good show? Watch Lovecraft Country.
Well, it doesn't ring a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want
That's
to
a
tell people
show
they
or
can
a
find
movie?
you at tonight?
What's that?
You want to tell people they can find you at? We about to
sure.
call it.
Yeah, the Real Review 3000 right here is where you can find me. Chaos Central on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Mondays, the Chaotic Conversation over on here on Danny Graham's channel and on the Real on Chaos Central on YouTube. And on Tuesday, the Chaos List over on Biggerford Entertainment, which is Anzo's channel, and on Wednesday on my channel. And again, also all 3 of these shows are on Chaos Central's YouTube channel. On Wednesdays, we do the Rule of 3. I also have a few other streams. I have one called the Weekly Rumble, which seems to be getting a little bit of flack lately over some stuff, but I'm sure we'll get past that.
Because you make up shit.
Do what? I'm sorry. I can't hear Danny.
No, look, we're gonna have a debate. We're gonna have a debate. Wait for the debate.
Can you boost his mic? I just can't hear him. It's
That was
we're gonna have a debate. We'll save it for the debate.
That was actually a great press conference, though.
Thank you.
I think it was. It was very, not yours. Yours sucked. I mean, I watched it.
Okay.
It was bad.
Sorry, guys, I gotta run.
Yeah.
I'm getting heat because the food isn't hot anymore.
Oh,
Catch you guys next weekend.
Well,
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
All right, Roberto.
if I may say something really quick, Danny, the thoughts and musings of Mr. Mad Mardigan. Come on, Mad. I mean, listen to his first name, Mad. Everything is mad with him.
It's a family name.
I would love to think that the debate would be worth it, but I mean, my opponent up here.
Are you backing out already?
He cannot debate his way out of a wet paper bag, let alone against me. And you know what? No, I am not backing out. I understand that you're trying to pump yourself up to believe, but much like the little blue pill, it's not going to help you.
No, the blue pill helps a lot, actually. It's even chewable now. I don't like these analogies you're coming up with are just not making any sense.
Thank you for confirming that you used the blue pill.
Yeah, I've had the chewable before. I got a big discount from some podcast I was listening to. I was like, fuck it, I'll order them. I recommend it. Blue Chew is what they were called.
I would suggest that you go and watch my much more superior press conference.
No, Blue Chew. Like it's chewable. You just chew it and it's like does the same thing as Viagra. Yeah.
Can't you tell his teeth are blue? I mean, he's eating so many of them. Jeez.
Yeah, no, but for real, in all seriousness, if you you're tired and you want to lay down, and you want something to put you to sleep, go over, check out Chris's press conference, whatever it is. I don't know. If you want to be entertained.
I would like to explain one thing, that I was not trying to hold a press conference, obviously, when it was more somebody coming on my stream and pimping out a book. I mean, it's maybe you were confused, like you always are, about what was actually going on. And then your fake Michael Jackson. I mean, come on. Michael Jackson's been dead for years.
Jackson was off the camera.
Actually, yes. Actually, I do know, because that was not Michael Jackson. You know what, sir? I know Michael Jackson. I knew Michael Jackson, and that, sir, was no Michael Jackson.
That was the most unbelievable thing. By the way, I missed the middle part. I totally zoned out. But for the part that I did hear, I wasn't.
This is typical, guys. Look at this right here. This is what happens when your brain is foggy and you don't have the faculties that you need to have normal things. This man right here is the one that has no clue what's going on. That's fine. That's fine. I'm bringing up points here. And you know what, though? You want to know something? Matt, you haven't seen it yet. Watch the press conference, because I have rescinded your 4th Weekly Rumble Championship. It no longer exists. It's gone.
Okay. It's still in my bio, though.
I don't care. Your bio is bupkis.
No, it's just talking about me and my championships.
That don't exist.
They do exist. Or I wouldn't have them.
They exist in your fantasy world of nothingness.
They're in my bio. Like, what are you talking about?
Your bio is a fantasy.
No. What do you mean?
Bio is a fantasy. It's not even
a real thing. I can take
real.
a screenshot and send it.
No, it doesn't exist, really.
It does
it's not there. No, it is you saying something. Right, who knows better who's won the championship or what? Me, the person who's created the show, the person who's track of it, or you, the person who wants to have this fantasy world that believes that you've beaten everybody.
I don't know. Just go look at my bio. You can see how many I've won.
4, 3.
I don't know what's going down, but it scares me.
2, 1.
We ain't got no more words for brothers that be stepping